This is the People's Broadcast. Warning: strong language.
Hello there, and welcome to the E3 special podcast. It is time
E3.
to start this after a long hiatus. Alright.
It was a nice vacation.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Fuck you. Exams are not a vacation.
That's
But
Yeah,
no,
no,
it was a holiday. We know this.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
just
It's been a
we had
month-long holiday with some exam in the middle.
Adam, we had to
Exams
hibernate
don't exist.
somehow. Yeah, we're not real people. We're just fictions of your imagination on the internet.
You've been.
We're all faceless humans
Yes, on the internet.
Now,
on the internet.
and
Okay,
now, let's
E3.
start with E3. How did you think it went?
So fun. Yeah.
Interesting for some, complete asinine bullshit for the rest.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, it was one of the first E3s I saw all of it live, or almost all of it live, so I had fun.
The one E3 was actually like.
First
devoted
E3 I
to
was
watching.
invested in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was good. 'Cause
Now,
we're gamers and we like
We're
games.
gamer boys.
I'm not really,
Yeah.
but sure.
Yeah, Adam's a pleb. He does.
I watched the
No,
entirety
yeah.
of it through all
He's-
the late
You're
nights.
the only one. I literally just looked at all the trailers and the highlights. I
Yeah.
did not watch any of
I
it
know.
live. I did not.
I know
have
you
the time.
did.
I
And
watched-
now we're going to
I
talk
watched
about
five-
every single game,
Yes.
Oh yeah!
of which there's
So-
hundreds.
Yeah.
20 battle
To be honest, some
royales.
of them repeat themselves.
16. There were 16 battle royales.
Well, I mean, Battlefield
There
5
are a
was
lot.
battle royales.
Oh really?
No.
Oh.
Now we'll start with
Let's get it started.
Since Battlefield
first one.
5 came up, we'll start with EA, since it was also
Yes.
the first.
Yes.
And we're going
They
in
call me
EA
chronological
gods.
order.
They call me Oscar the Master of Segway.
Now, the
Chronological
first,
in what way?
the first thing they,
Uh,
well, it was the first one to show.
Okay.
Now, the first thing
So-
they did was a weird 3D semi-advert for Anthem, which didn't really make any sense. And
What?
it was really weird. And then they went
Oh
on,
yeah.
and then they went on to
Anthem's-
Battlefield V
V-
or 5,
the
Battlefield
which
5,
they
yeah.
said
Battlefield.
was one of the most immersive ones. I
Yeah.
probably won't be, knowing their
And
history.
as they say, free of microtransactions.
Yeah, that's what
No.
they say. Yeah.
It will
That's what they
probably
say,
not.
as they say.
It takes place in World War II and will probably not be historically accurate since they failed that last time.
Yeah. Also,
They did
conscious
say
Hitler
there will be no
does,
loot boxes, so they learnt from their previous mistakes.
They said there will be no loot boxes or premium passes.
The thing is,
But they did announce airdrops, which are literally the same thing.
yeah.
Yes.
That's just a trend.
Hey, COD
Was-
World
was
War
like,
II,
oh, too much-
anybody?
Hmm?
COD World War II?
Yeah.
Basically the same thing.
But the thing is, people, if for Battlefield 1, I mean Battlefront 1, the first Star Wars game, people were complaining that there was too much DLC. So for Battlefront 2, they said, "Oh, no more DLC and no more paid content." And now it was even worse than Battlefield 1, Battlefront
Yeah.
1.
We'll
And
move.
it was really promising.
We'll move on to
and-
Battlefield Front in a moment.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Let's continue on Battlefield.
Yes, we have some other things
But
to
yeah,
talk about
EA
first.
always fuck up.
EA
Like they have really high expectations.
EA is just a massive shit show.
EA
that's-
announced
we know that.
Battle Royale mode because
Yes,
that's high in the
Battle Royale
trends,
mode.
isn't it? Because everyone's playing those Battle Royales, those
Yes.
Fortnite.
And as we know, we're gonna move. Yeah, and as we know, we're all gonna move on to future battle royales in the next few minutes.
Yeah. What?
What?
Can I
Okay.
talk about something I actually enjoy
Go on.
by EA?
Yes.
Unravel 2.
Yes.
Look, we'll move into that
Okay.
later.
Yeah.
We're still on Battlefield
Alright.
5.
Okay, I'm gonna go feed my cat because I have no opinions on this.
Well, we're moving on to the next game anyway. We'll move on to the next game, which will take 2
FIFA,
seconds. FIFA 19.
It's a game. It's
Ah,
it's boring.
the
Next game.
same
I
as the
got,
other
I
one.
got some
But my
shit to say
favorite
about
bit
it.
is
I got-
their highlight, their big reveal for the new FIFA game was
Well,
Iceland is now a playable country.
Yeah.
woo! Can't wait for those
Yes.
FIFA fans.
Ice-
And I remember them saying as well, "Hey, we got a new engine for FIFA 19. It's gonna be that much more realistic." I was like, "Okay, sure." Oh, and we got a World Cup system because the World Cup comes out is out this year. It's starting today, in fact.
I
And
just
then-
want
oh.
them to kiss.
Oh wait, yeah, FIFA on Switch is also a thing that's happening.
Yeah, that always happened. FIFA
Yeah.
8 was on Switch.
Uh,
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
Also, if we're talking about FIFA, we should also bring up Maiden because they're basically the same
Madden,
thing, just
yeah.
two different,
That's
Oh,
again.
different types of football.
Again, we
No,
haven't got there
and-
yet.
Yeah,
And
we'll
they
We're
talk
call
going
about
it
in.
Maiden.
We're going in chronological order.
Isn't it Maiden?
It's
Madden.
Madden.
It,
Two
you call
Ds.
it Maiden, like Iron Maiden, and
No, I like it.
Iron
I've
Maiden.
heard people say Maiden.
It's
Well,
Oh,
it's
it'd
two
be
D, so it's Madden.
It would be pronounced Maiden if it only had one D.
yeah, it's Madden.
Oh, okay.
Also, it would have
They mad, bro.
AI made. But anyway, then they announced some game streaming devices, but who cares? Then for some reason they went on to some weird cheesy interview with some guy from Respawn about a Star Wars game. But
Oh, yeah, I
like,
was- I was
but they
fine.
went to the crowd for him, and it didn't make any sense.
I-
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
but why? I saw Disney took away EA's right to make Star Wars game.
Oh, they didn't make it. They updated Battlefront 2, and they added some bunch of stuff.
All right.
They
it
do have a
wasn't-
new game though.
It
yeah,
wasn't
it's
too
a new
bad.
game.
There is a new game.
It's
Star
by
Wars
Re-
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, this is the Star Wars game from Respawn.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
came Battlefront 2. I mean
Two.
4.
Yeah. And to be honest, that part wasn't bad because they admitted to their mistakes of Battlefront 2.
Yes, and then they
So-
gave you DLC.
Yes. Yeah, good point. But, nah. Wasn't
General
positive.
Grievous is a playable character.
Yeah, but then the Han Solo from the shitty film is also one.
Yeah, they added everyone from Solo, didn't they? Like,
I-
Oh, they
well,
always
not
do that.
everyone.
yeah.
If they
I
add
remember-
Akira, I'm gonna kill myself.
They had who?
I haven't seen it.
and
If they add
then
Akira.
Who's Akira?
I think they did. They most likely.
No!
Who's Akira?
Not
So-
Amelia Clark.
Oh, Emilia Clarke. Fuck yeah.
I haven't
Okay.
seen the movie.
I don't want to. Oh, Han Solo dies.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
really?
no!
Yes. Okay, we can
Yeah.
confirm.
He dies in Solo. Shit.
Spoiler alert, by
He
the way.
dies twice in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once in Solo. and
Alright.
Once. in
He
Episode
dies
7.
one time and jumps out of Chewbacca's stomach like Alien. That's how he
Oh.
comes back to life.
Fucking hell.
And then
That's how it goes, right?
and then
yeah,
as-
totally.
And then we move on. As I mentioned before, they announced Unravel 2, which is now
Which released on
co-op. Kind of co-op. Not
What?
really.
Puzzle co-op.
Because
You can play it by yourself, and you can play it in
Yeah.
a sort of co-op fashion.
But that's
but
like.
all the things that could be that they did in the trailer, they showed off those of the co-op stuff. A lot of it, one person did alone, and then they just went, and then you could help your friends do the same thing. But it's the same character model, and they both have the same abilities. So they say it's co-op and that it's multiplayer and stuff, but you can play alone just with one of the characters itself.
Yes.
And then, yeah. And I probably won't even be fun alone.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. It's kind of like the opposite effect that Cuphead had. Cuphead was supposed to be co-op, but everyone played it single player. And when you go through the world, you notice a lot of things were meant to be co-op, but this is kind of like the opposite way around.
Yeah,
This is them having a single player game and then just adding co-op, so it's different from the first game.
well, like, if I explain it this way, imagine a jump. One person goes over the jump, but like two people have the same amount of ability, same strength, and all that. There's a jump. One person jumps over the jump and makes it, and then the other person takes the same jump but then his friend grabs him. That's their trailer. Both of them could have made the jump themselves. That's how the game played. So
Yeah,
there's
see.
no point to playing co-op at all.
Yeah, I guess, or it's. I don't know. From that point of view, I understand, but then you also have that point of view that just being able to play a game and a story and a plot together with your friends is a very cool experience to have. Even if it's not necessary, it's a nice experience.
Yeah.
I guess, but then there's always the question: is it fun? Oscar's died.
Yeah, but-
Yes. All right, we've lost one of
Dudes. Anyway,
teammates.
let's go.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Next
then-
game.
They took 2 seconds to re-announce A Way Out, which is the co-op prison escape game.
Yes.
Then they brought out some German who we know who definitely said the word bellend. There's no other word that it could have been said, but she did say bellend, and she announced Sea of Solitude.
Yay!
Yes.
It looks amazing.
Oh, the edgy game?
Yes,
Yeah,
the edgy
Solitude.
game.
It looks
Mm.
great.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It looks edgy. I don't.
I
Uh,
thought it looked
Oscar, do you know what kind of character I am?
I thought it
Yeah,
looked
I
this
like
game's
it because
perfect.
it has giant sea serpent, therefore I like.
And I like the concept of this lonely girl turning into a monster because she has no friends.
Is that what's happening?
Yes, and
Doesn't
she.
she
I thought it looked
have
extremely
balance?
boring, to be honest.
Balance. She
Balance?
makes balance. Balance.
Yeah, oh,
She
yes,
makes
we
balance.
mentioned bellends.
We
I
already
already
did.
did mention. Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
gone.
we
Yes,
mentioned it
we could
before he
tell.
even announced the game.
That's nice.
Uh,
See
yeah,
some-
I thought it looked pretty boring, to be honest. I didn't enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed the trailer because it looked relatable.
The
For
oh
fuck's
no,
sake,
Fuck off, Jordan.
no.
the color scheme looked a bit weird though. I didn't like the color scheme.
I enjoyed it.
I liked it mainly because of the entire seafaring sig with a flooded village and stuff. I like that idea.
Yeah, that's
But hey,
fine.
what can you do? Not everyone's gonna like the edgy look of it.
Uh,
I don't
Yeah.
even like the
I
edgy
like-
look of it. I just like the
I like the
seafaring
indie.
part.
I like the indie feel you get from
My
it.
explanation for that noise was I dropped my phone on a squeaky toy, and that's why there was such a loud
And
high
it
pitch.
wasn't a person shouting at you.
No,
It
no.
wasn't
that
someone
never
shouting,
happened.
"Oscar."
No, of course
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yes, and then
That's
they
about
announced.
all we have to say for Sea of Solitude.
And then they announced 2 fucking sports game, but who cares?
Yeah, NBA 2K19 and NFL 19.
And yeah,
Oh,
who
that's
cares? And then they announced a new
Ah.
Command and Conquer game. But the twist is, it's a mobile game. And then
They
It's
showed
an
so
RTS
much
game.
fucking gameplay of it
I know.
too.
And they
Fucking
they got
mobile game.
2
8 minutes
fucking
of it.
people to play it for.
In front of a crowd
minutes.
of 100 people.
It was a mobile game. They tried to bring
A
hype
mobile
to
RTS game.
mobile. It didn't even look
That
That
fun.
just completely destroyed
They
Command & Conquer's
butchered-
They gave like
reputation.
hyped up commentary. It's like, oh, and he's sending the
Whoa.
nuke
Like they had-
over, and he wins. Ah,
Yeah, they had a fucking
it's a
they had a
mobile
professional
game.
shoutcaster for that. They had a fucking professional shoutcaster for that.
It was
Uh,
bad.
And look at that. They use it for a mobile RTS.
Well, Adam's getting lonely, so we
Yeah,
just
no, it was
put
kind
something
of like
Adam's-
watching a really passionate sports viewer do something for chess, and he moves the queen to the bishop. Oh my god, this flips it all.
unprecedented move there, but
And he won.
That's how it
Alright.
felt like.
And predictably, there were microtransactions because it's a mobile game.
well,
Yeah.
yes.
It just goes without saying.
It's the only way to make money in the mobile market.
And then came the game everyone was waiting for. It was Anthem. And then
And
we
that-
realized it was a game
Destiny-
no one was waiting for.
Yeah.
Destiny with jetpacks.
Wait, no,
No!
I like to look at Anthem. It was like all this nature stuff. You could go underwater, you could go to the sky, you could rock climb.
You get to
I
fly.
like that idea.
Have you
Yeah,
played
get
the
to
di-
fly?
Do you
It
remember
was-
The Division?
Yes.
It'll be the same.
I wasted money
No,
on that.
is it the exact same?
It will
I don't
be.
remember
It will
the
be.
Division having
all the-
these mech suits.
It will. It'll be almost the same.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
that,
It'll be
that
the
ruins
same-
all
Have
my
you played The
excitement for
Division?
game.
And
have
to
played it,
top
yes.
it all off, there are still microtransactions.
What? No, fuck this. I was
Well,
looking
it is
forward
EA.
to when I saw the teaser trailer.
What
and
you
then
expect?
threw in this and that.
It is EA, and that brings us to the end of the EA conference, which I
Oh,
Yeah.
rate.
God.
Microtransactions.
What did you think of it? How would you rate it on a scale
easy-
from?
Easily the worst press conference in E3 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How would you
It
rate it
was.
on a scale of 1 to 10?
-5.
I can't say I've
I
never
said 1 to
seen
10.
this.
Or
Fuck.
0 to 10.
1.
I don't care.
0. Fuck.
Yeah, I couldn't. I
It
just
was
couldn't care less.
unenjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of
I
it
rate.
was just rambling about sports games.
I rated
Yeah,
it 2. Cause
Like the
Well,
like
I
the
mean, what was
points-
the positive of it? What do you think gave it a 2? And a 0?
Unravel 2 and Steve
Oh, yeah.
Solitude were the only good points about
no,
it for me.
For me, it was a way out,
And
and
Those were
Unravel
lost
2.
from everything else after that.
Way
And
out?
even then, they didn't get it. They didn't really get any points from me.
Yeah.
They didn't. Well, what I'm saying is they didn't get any negative points.
Okay.
All right.
And then
Yes,
in my other,
Microsoft, let's go.
no,
baby.
in my other system of rating things, it was my quality over quantity calculation, of which it scored a 10%,
No, that's very low.
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
the worst of the entire thing. And then we move on to Microsoft, which
From the worst
Woo!
conference to the best.
yes, let's move on to Microsoft. This will be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Microsoft is just fucking brilliant.
No, Microsoft was the most enjoyable, definitely.
Yeah, it was the best conference of E3 in my opinion.
Yeah,
Just
I
'cause of,
think
like,
that's-
the
I think it's just universal now.
Yeah. Like
Um,
the fucking like back to back. Oh, new game, world premiere, new
Yeah,
game. It's
just
But
world
then you need to
premiere.
Ask as well with the quantity over quality.
Yeah,
What-
well,
what-
sure.
what was the-
Adam, would you rather have one pea that tastes really good or a bag of chips that are mediocre?
that is a
Depends
hard
How hungry
question.
he is.
Good point.
No, that's biased because I enjoy crisps more than I do anything else. So that question is
All right,
invalid.
imagine having 2 bags of crisps,
Yes.
one being your favorite type,
Ooh.
and then
But
having
one-
3 of a mediocre type that you would still eat if you had to.
Mm.
What would you pick?
No, I'd pick my favorite crisps.
Wait, what?
There you go.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh, quality
I
over
don't know.
quantity.
I'm
I'm
so
just cur-
confused.
Oh, I was talking about
Quality
quality.
over
My
quantity all the time.
calculation was quality over quantity, which is in if I describe in your terms, take a bag of crisps, and the percentage of them that I say are good and the rest are bad.
Okay,
Mm.
That's my
Well, anyway.
calculation.
let's do Microsoft. What was the first game they announced? 'Cause
Halo
ooh,
Infinite.
Halo.
Oh yes,
Fucking
Halo.
Halo
Yes.
fanboys were just screaming.
The only
yes.
for Halo.
End it, please. End Halo.
They showed nothing. They just showed.
Yeah,
fucking
they
monsters.
didn't. They didn't really show anything for any of the games. They just
Yeah,
went
no,
trailer,
but
trailer,
still,
trailer,
end
trailer.
Halo.
So you
Yeah,
can, so you
wh-
can't
which
really
was
say anything
commendable.
about it. Then they announced Ori 2, which is a
Ooh,
platform,
Ori
I
and the
believe.
Blind Forest.
No. Wait, before that, let's not finish Halo. Do you guys think Halo is that going to be yay or nay?
I don't care. I
Nay.
don't play the games.
Me neither, but
most
how
of
much-
Microsoft games I don't play, so it's
Like
useless.
Oscar, have you heard any people talk about what was it called, Halo Guardians?
No, I
like
haven't.
the last Halo game. It's gonna be exactly the same. They announced it, and people are gonna play it, but no one's ever gonna talk about it.
No, because like I know the fucking OG Halo games were made. That's
Yeah,
just
like,
common knowledge.
You got
so-
people fucking talking about Halo 3 and Halo Reach for like the longest time, and then you got Halo Guardians coming out, and no one talks about it.
I mean, Halo 3 was actually pretty good, to be honest.
Halo Reach was good too. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yes, Chief, babe.
Message of baby.
And then there was wasn't there like several Halo mobile games?
There was a Halo like Oh fuck yeah! Like it was a Halo tabletop thing
Yeah,
as well. It's
yeah,
pretty
Halo
bad.
Go or something.
I had to play it in French.
Oh no.
Alright.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right.
So Ori 2, which was a platformer, wasn't it?
Yeah. Never played the first one, so I don't have an opinion.
I mean, I heard, yeah, I heard the first one was really good, and I mean the trailer looks amazing. Honestly,
Yeah, it was. It looked
it looked
like it
really,
would be a good game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hmm.
pretty much sums up most of Microsoft. It looks like it could be a big good game.
Then after that, they announced Sekiro, which was some samurai
Weeb
type
game.
game.
Yeah, the Shadows guy twice.
Yeah,
It looked like,
I can't even
I
remember
mean,
it, to be
that's
honest.
just fine. It wasn't it? Yeah, it's just Japanese Dark Souls. It's not
Yeah,
nothing groundbreaking. It
yeah.
just looks like something like a cool game, and the dude had robot arms, and you
It
could
was
move up.
it was by From Software, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
Dark Souls people. So yeah, it'd be Japanese Dark Souls.
Yeah, and also it also had like lots of
Nice.
Mario Odyssey-esque verticality where you could move up very easily.
Yeah.
So
All right. And then
that
we
was
had
awesome.
the man himself, Todd Howard, come up on
Todd.
stage. And what was Todd Howard there to announce? He was there to announce Fallout
Skyrim.
76.
Fallout 76.
Yeah. And he
I mean Skyrim with a paint job.
Yeah, modern day Skyrim.
he pretty much announced that it would be 4 times larger than Fallout 4.
Yeah,
Which is pretty
and more-
impressive, to be honest. And
But
then it will
wait.
be it'll be set in West Virginia. But we won't talk about that now.
Country
We'll get back to it in the
No.
Bethesda.
Take me
Conference.
home.
No, someone's
Good
so dead for
day.
peace.
Yes.
I
Right
belong.
West
Virginia.
Alright, we'll talk about Fallout 76 once we get to the Bethesda conference.
Yeah. Let's keep it going.
But there are some.
Yeah.
Then they had the what was it? The Captain Spirit, which was
The Adventures of
Oh,
Captain
the
Spirit.
Telltale thing.
Oh,
No, it wasn't- no, it wasn't
no,
Telltale.
The
It's a
It's a
Adventures-
spin-off of Life is Strange.
Yeah,
yeah.
that thing.
I saw the beginning and I stopped watching it because I don't like those photorealistic story-based games.
Yeah.
So-
so realistic.
I mean, yeah,
They,
it was.
they tried to be, at least. I don't know.
It looked pretty
Yeah.
cartoony to me.
Like,
Yeah.
the thing is, with
to
the
me.
dudes.
That's cartoony. I don't know what it.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Photorealistic?
know.
Have you seen
Alright,
it?
okay,
Dude, this looks so
Yeah, they
fucking
are-
childish.
Wait, what was it?
Captain Spirit.
Captain Spirit.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. This
thing
is
is-
not photorealistic.
Photorealism.
Okay.
I don't
Ree,
fucking
let
know.
me speak, Ree.
Re.
Stop.
No.
The
The thing is, by the Life is Strange people, they're now trying to make a Life is Strange cinematic universe, which is because the first game, Life is Strange, has never been amazing in any place, so don't really care. And
Well,
then,
they're making a sequel to Life is Strange, so.
yeah, they also made
So
DLC
it's
last year.
been. Well, yeah, but it's been like well regarded enough to expand on the universe with a different character and then make a sequel based on that later.
But they're just making it so they can say, "Oh, we have a universe now." Like, you see, Marvel is doing this with cinema. We could do it with video games, and that's what they're trying to do, which is not really. It's just,
Every
Feasible.
common video game series has this. You know that, right?
yeah, but it's not a series. This is not part of the Life
They,
is
they
Strange
wanted to
series.
make it.
It's
It's in the
expanded
same universe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not Life is Strange.
They probably wanted to go with the idea was, oh, Maxine can go into the past, use time. How about this kid? He can also have
Who
superpowers.
literally does nothing. He has nothing. He's just imaginative, and he's creative.
Maybe that's a superpower, creativity.
To be honest, they're basically just making a game series and calling it a universe.
Yeah.
Many game series exist that are in the same universe, but they don't say, "Hey, it's a gaming universe." They just
Exactly.
adding extra words to make it look fancy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're just trying
Yeah.
to make something that appeases people, and yeah, it's a bit weird.
All right, next game. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay.
Crackdown 3,
Terry Crews.
which yes, which is the what was it? The multiplayer, the building destruction game.
Yeah.
And they had a rubber duck gun apparently, but I wrote that down.
Of course.
I can't remember anything from the conference. There's too many games to remember everything. Right?
They had Terry Crews in it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm Terry Crews. Look at me." That was about it.
Well,
Nice.
that's probably every one of his conversations.
Hi, I'm Terry Crews.
Look at
Like,
me.
oh, nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah,
I
it
know
was
it's
fun.
nice to meet me too.
It's a game. It exists. I never played
Yeah.
other
It's-
Crackdowns.
Crackdown is something regarded by commonly by people as a series that deserves a sequel. But now that they've seen the sequel, they're not excited for it.
No, but it's Terry Crews in it. Who doesn't love Terry Crews? It's Terry Crews. My name is
Yeah,
Terry
Terry
Crews.
Crews, but maybe not. But Crackdown. Like, sure, it's a video game, but some people are probably not as hyped as they would be if it was different. Probably, I don't know. Never played it.
Okay.
Guys, remember when Metro used to be in a metro? Well, it's not anymore.
Yeah, and
It's
yeah,
on the
now it's above
train.
ground.
It's not anymore it's not in the Metro anymore, so their name doesn't make sense. But they announced Metro Exodus, which is
Yes,
just another Metro
and
game, and
I'm
it's
I'm
now
excited for
on the
that game.
surface
Jordan, take it away with your expansive Metro knowledge.
on the Metro
Uh,
series.
Okay. So it looks like since it's based after Last Light, it's based on the good ending where Artyom, the main character, doesn't die along with the rest of D6. So I'm excited to
this
see what
spoilers?
happens. No, the game's like 6 years old. If no one's played it, then you will never play it.
Well, you
um,
can confirm that. Someone might buy this, get excited by it, buy the previous games.
Oh no! Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert for a 6-year-old game, guys. Don't worry. I mean, we spoiled Star Wars Force Awakens, so we'll be fine.
No, you
Fair
spoiled.
point.
You tried to spoil
We-
Solo, and then you.
We fake spoiled Solo, and now you actually spoiled Sub-Zero
Yes.
Dick.
Yeah,
That's
Oh no! I spoiled the video game because I liked it. Shit!
you monster.
No, come on, continue, Jordan. So, story is good ending.
It's probably based after the good ending because D6 gets bombed in the bad ending.
Yeah.
And
What's D6?
since, huh?
What's D6?
It's a hidden missile base that the people in the Metro, the Spartan group, found during Metro 2033, which is the first game.
That was the
And
second game.
no, it's the first game. Last Light
Okay.
is where the surface is starting to thaw out and become better. And Last Light is just based a little bit after that, which is probably the nuclear winter's over. People are starting to rise up from the surface again because the fallout's ending and shit like that.
Country road.
Stop.
No, this is not John Denver.
Or let's just.
Okay, so Fallout, and then, I mean,
Kingdom
Metro.
Hearts is next.
Ooh,
The first
Wait,
one.
was it? I saw Kingdom Hearts of Square Enix, wasn't it?
yeah,
well,
but it was announced.
they
Well,
announced
hopefully.
Fallout 76 in this one. They announced multiple games.
They announced every possible game. They announced everything.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a shitty move, though.
Okay,
What?
Like,
Microsoft.
if they take all the games to announce that other developers are developing, that's kind of.
Todd Howard came out himself and announced it on the Microsoft one.
Yes, but then stop giving Microsoft conference the praise for something another developer
Oh, no,
has done.
no. We're giving it the praise,
No.
not because it's Microsoft, because they just had lots of games.
Okay.
Also,
But
they
don't
had
you
the
have
best
to talk about them
presentation.
now?
Yeah.
Like,
They
you
just-
should talk
Yeah,
about them
that's
during
why-
the,
that's
in the
why-
developmental companies.
That's why it changed Fallout 76 to Bethesda.
Yes.
Yeah, then Kingdom Hearts 3, which had a lack of sound effects in their trailer.
Oh yeah, look, it was
It
weird.
was-
Also,
It was really weird because things were supposed to have sound effects, but it was just silence. They didn't make any
Yeah, it
sense.
was. Yeah.
and some of the dialogue seems so fucking clunky. Like,
And
I know
let's-
she's
let's-
alive in my
Let's
heart.
leave this for
Well, it is a
Square Enix.
kids game. All right.
Let's continue.
Then there was Sea of Thieves DLC, but it's
I
DLC. We don't talk
Wait,
about
is
that.
Is it DLC or just more
Yeah, it's
content?
DLC.
Oh, it's DLC. Oh my
Mhm.
god, So the actual Sea of Thieves is done.
Yes, the game's
No.
finished.
And
But the
well, I
game's
mean,
done.
we're not going to talk about it either way. It's DLC or update. It's still not the full game.
Yeah.
Then they announced Battlefield 5 again. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then they announced Forza Horizon 4, which
Mm,
I haven't played any of them after the first one.
gave such a good presentation that I actually wanted to get it, but it was one of those games that fell into a category that we will see throughout this E3, where it sits in the category of games I'd like but can never play.
Yeah, because 4K Microsoft. Shit.
Yeah, but it takes place in Britain,
Breton!
Also,
right up in the
they were-
north as well.
They were so
Brick
excited
Bond
about the dynamic seasons. Like, wow, we have winter and summer. This is revolutionary. And
Minecraft
it just
done
No,
that before.
Well,
it
for a
was
yeah.
kind
sports
of
game, that's something. For like a motorsport game, that's something.
yeah, it was
It's
kind of
like-
like, oh, if you want to cross this area, you have to wait till winter and the lake will freeze over. That's kind of interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
they sold it as revolutionary gameplay, and they were fucking jizzing themselves with excitement. So
Developers
every
sell
company
everything
did
as
that.
revolutionary.
yeah, good point.
All of them did. EA announced a mobile game as revolutionary.
No, yeah, now you can have a game on a mobile. Whoa!
I mean,
Based on
Um,
Command and Conquer, the common video game series, which is.
but yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
but
I don't.
there's
see
also
why.
a hovercraft. In a
Also, I
car
didn't.
game,
I
Yes, there is a hovercraft.
which
I
is
didn't
pretty
see
cool.
the point. I didn't really see the point of an MMORPG
Wait, what
car game. Because there was no actual races. It's just a mass.
It was
literally
like that in Need for Speed.
Really?
Yeah.
Never mind then. Fucking, but like it looked weird though. Like what I, they hope for humanity that we'd be nice to each other and be like, oh yeah, you can race with me. Wanna drift? Let's drift. Instead of just fucking crashing into everybody like any sane person would. So
Yeah.
yeah, they oversold.
I thought it
Human.
looked quite fun, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I like sports like motorsport games. They're fun.
Okay,
Then
if you say
they announced
wrong.
We Happy Few, which is still in early access.
so.
Seriously.
But the trailer
Yeah.
looks really cool though.
Like,
Like
I think they're focusing less on the survival, so they're taking more survival bits out and adding more story, which I'm okay
which is
with.
fine. Well, I mean,
The survival bit
yeah.
was kind of shit.
Yeah, and the story mode is good. Like the story
Yeah.
is happiness worth stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is happiness worth stuff?
I mean,
Well, of course.
And then
is it?
yeah, we could probably
mean-
skip the next game because it's PUBG.
Yeah, no. We can't.
on
Yeah, I'll skip that.
Xbox.
We don't need to
Uh,
announce anything.
Tales of Vesperia, which is some anime game.
Anime.
Yeah.
Wait, there was another anime game, but wasn't there?
There
like-
are many
uh,
anime games throughout this.
They are.
No, but then
Jump
there was
Force.
a really Jump Force exactly. It's just.
Oh,
We'll get
that-
to that later. We're going in chronological order.
All right, fine. Jesus.
Then of course Division 2.
I mean,
Not much to say
okay,
about that.
Division. The trailer, like the art of the trailer, looks so good with the weird like red and white, and then zooming out into things. Like that was just
And it was
cool
But-
looking.
like that
Oscar,
before.
it's the Division. It's
Yeah.
one of those games that doesn't need a sequel.
The game is probably not good. It's just that the trailer looked really cool.
To me, it's like
like
Destiny.
most
To me,
Assassin's Creed.
to me, it's like
The trailer looks
Destiny.
amazing.
To me, it's like Destiny. It was a game, and one game of it was enough. You don't need a sequel to a game like that.
You say so.
Alright. Then we have Tomb Raider again.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider, yeah.
Shadow.
New Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to play it if I could.
Should,
if I hadn't-
should we
if I
talk
hadn't
about it
messed
during? Should we talk about it in Square Enix?
Yes.
Sure. After
Then-
all, we need something to talk about in Square Enix.
Yeah, we weren't given much info.
My
Yeah.
internet cut out during this, but what Jade tells me, there was a game called Session, which is a skating game.
Oh, Session, like, yeah. There is,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
it's
I didn't see
It's-
it. I missed it. all.
it was unimportant, and nobody was clapping, and it was just nothing happened.
Well, there's a new skate game. Anyway.
You didn't like Skate 4?
Well, Session.
Yeah. No, it's not Skate 4.
Well, it's a new skating game.
Yeah, I thought you said it's a new Skate.
No, I'd say
Like,
skate
skate.
trademark.
Yeah, it's a new Skate.
It's a new skate trademark game.
Then there's a big MMO game that's been out for like
Oh, Black
a bit.
Desert.
Black Desert, yeah.
Yeah,
It's an MMO, so.
it exists. It's
And
laggy.
then,
It's
and
Go
then
for it.
they announced Devil May Cry 5.
Ooh,
Yay!
Dante featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Platinum
Yeah.
Dante. Platinum hair Dante.
Yeah, good Dante.
They
Devil May
announced it as the best action game they've ever made.
Well, that's the point. That's the whole point of Devil May Cry. They're like they don't give a shit about most things. They're
Yeah,
just we are Devil May Cry. It's a fun game and I
it's just
enjoy.
Devil May Cry.
I
Just
saw it
get
and I
more
was
of
like,
that.
wait, I saw it. I was like, I saw the trailer. I was like, oh my god, is this
Is
a
that
sequel
Dante
to
from
the?
Devil May Cry?
Is that a sequel to DMC? Like the Devil May Cry remake game? I was like, holy shit! And then I saw it's a sequel to number 4. I didn't play any of the first 4,
Yes.
Well,
so I'm sad.
It just looks like over the top anime stuff that is gonna be really fun. Like
and-
fucking, well, not anime, but you know what I mean. Just over the top action.
High
Like-
octane, fast paced shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but like not even high, like ironically high. You know, as in like they're doing this just.
Just for the hell of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's all a joke. It's like
They're
What's it-
crude but
They-
cool.
Yeah. Basically, they did it because they could.
Yeah, and
Alright.
then came Tunic, which was the cute tiny fox game that looked like an old Zelda game.
Oh yeah, that.
I thought it
It
looked quite
kind-
nice.
it kind of looked like a mobile game, so
No, it wasn't. It looked quite nice, I found.
Okay.
It looked like an old Zelda game. So,
Yes.
well,
Mm.
it was a bit too.
too.
They showed too cinematically and like
It wasn't that cinematic. It was not like it was gameplay.
yeah, but I mean the gameplay was not. There was nothing in the actual gameplay.
Well, there was quite a bit, I thought.
The fox walks around, slashes once. That was all of the gameplay. Then it wasn't to me. There was nothing that was like to look forward to.
Mhm.
Didn't
Hmm.
I thought it looked quite interesting. And then we move on to Jump Force, which is the anime combat game.
Ah!
yeah.
What the fuck?
Ah!
Jordan,
That's
I'm
not it.
gonna just guess on a limb here that you are going to enjoy this game.
I am.
Mother-
enjoying it.
No, Jordan.
Oh, weeby boy, my god.
Oi!
Jesus.
up!
Look, I have no against
I
people
like
watching
you.
anime. It is a source of entertainment for people, and I'm fine with that. But here they're literally just like, hey, what fandom is really cancerous sometimes? Oh, that fandom, what if we please them? What if we feed it? What if we feed a monster?
What if we fuel the fire of anime fandom
Yes,
by
exactly.
pitting Naruto versus Goku, which is one of the biggest arguments in history?
Oh no!
It's just,
Please don't
it's
even
just
mention it.
The thing is, hearing that in a sentence sounds so odd and wrong. Naruto versus Goku in the new video game. It's like, oh god, no. It just felt wrong. And also, this is just me. I don't like 3D looking anime stuff.
It looks
Like
strange.
2D. Okay, fine. Watch it if you want it. I'm fine with 2D animation. I respect that. But 3D animation anime just looks off.
I mean, 3D animation anime is basically the new Zelda games. And they look amazing.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
No,
No,
like- like- like
that's
tradition-
fine, but that's because it started as 3D anime, kind of. This is like 2D anime brought into 3D.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand where you're
problem.
getting at. Yeah, that's fair. I understand what you're getting at here.
yeah, sure.
Dying
like,
Light 2 was next.
okay,
Jack
sure.
attempts
I'm-
to change the topic.
Yes.
About-
And
And maybe
I
that.
thought it to be.
Very
I thought it
subtle.
looked quite interesting,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
especially
play it.
compared to the last one.
Right,
They looked like there were less zombies, which was an interesting twist on a zombie game.
right,
Yeah, that was interesting.
They kept all the core things in with the parkour and shit.
That's good because basically to me, Dying Light was Dead Island but successful in what
wait,
it wanted
Dead
to do.
Island wasn't successful?
Pretty sure it was.
Like in what it wanted to do.
I'm pretty sure
No,
it was.
Dead Island was
No,
not
like-
successful.
Like
The marketing
Dead Island,
campaign
no,
was really terrible.
no, but Dead Island.
People forgot about the second game. They're still making it.
All right. Anyway, what you
yeah.
were saying, Jordan?
Dead Island.
Did I?
Jordan?
Did
Yeah,
Jordan just
Jordan.
die?
Well,
Okay,
we'll move
let's go
on.
to yes,
Oh,
exactly.
so
Battletoads.
Yay!
Battletoads. Halo, do you have Battletoads?
No, I'm not looking forward.
I don't care.
Battletoads.
Have you ever played Battletoads?
I laughed through.
No.
Exactly. So don't say that.
I laughed through.
Battletoads.
I laughed throughout the thing because I thought it was hilarious.
The thing is,
They
the
said
only
it was
thing
in
I'm looking
4K.
forward-
You
No,
can-
yeah, but it's 2D animation. It's 2D
In
cartoon animation.
4K.
Wait, Jordan?
So
Am I back?
Yes.
yes, you're back. Welcome back.
Also,
I was gonna say something, and then you're just like, John, you're not here. It's like, no, I'm here. What the fuck?
oh, did your microphone go down or something?
I don't know. I disconnected and reconnected.
But I'm excited. Battletoads is hand drawn.
Battletoads.
It's
Yes,
hand drawn.
you can now call GameStop and ask if they have Battletoads, and they will say yes. This is revolutionary.
Alright.
Wow,
and that
a new
is
game-
why I want Battletoads.
Wow, a new game was released. Do you have the game GameStop? Yes. Oh my god, what a mystery.
Yeah, no, but like that was because like the whole point of Battletoads was a joke of like calling GameStop and saying that do you have Battletoads? That was just a
And now you can't.
A main
Now
name,
they can't say
if
yes.
you will. Yeah, now they can say yes.
Alright.
Well, no, they kind. So you're telling me that Microsoft just ruined the joke?
Well, yeah,
Well, they made the joke a reality.
yeah, they kind of. Yeah, it's like when Fortnite actually made the Orange Justice dance. Like, it was fun.
It was a
Comparing to
fun
Fortnite.
meme, and then they actually made it a thing.
You
Yeah.
had to
But
bring
then-
that up.
Oh yeah, Fortnite for Switch.
No, we're not seeing that on Nintendo, okay?
Okay,
Alright.
let's
The
continue.
next game is a sequel to
Battletoads.
the best franchise ever made. It's Just Cause 4!
Oh, just was
Yes!
Wait, are we doing
Exciting.
Square Enix now?
No. It's
No,
the
they
s-
were-
Microsoft.
They announced Just Cause 4. It's the best. It was the best moment of the entire E3. It
was
was the
fucking-
greatest thing that's ever happened.
It was amazing.
It will be Game of the Year. There is no doubt about that. It's Just Cause 4, definitely Game of the Year.
Just cause.
Can you hear the slight tint of bias on Jack's voice?
What are you talking about?
Slightly. He's way too excited about it.
Well,
You said-
I
but-
listen to your excitement during every E3.
Yeah, good
sure.
point. Good point. But it's good to hear you're excited about
Yeah.
something because you are usually a very monotone person.
Yes.
It's
And
Just
here
Cause
we have
4.
Did you
It's the,
Assassin's
Just
Creed.
Cause
it will be
It's
the
good-
most
it's good to
exciting.
hear
It
your
will be the
excitement.
Game of the Year. Oh, I know it. Well, anyway, they
Yeah.
announced. I'll move on. I'll talk. I have a lot of notes about.
You can
Just
talk
Cause.
about you can talk about
Yeah.
it at
Yeah.
length during Square Enix.
I
Wait,
have
Jack,
a
what
lot
do you-
of
wait.
notes about that. Okay.
Jack, what do you think about the tornadoes in Just Cause 4?
It is.
Talk about it during Square Enix.
It's
Oh.
great. Oh, I actually wrote it. I actually wrote it down here, as well.
Tornado.
The tornado bit,
really?
because
Yeah.
I noted it down from the trailer.
Okay. Well, the thing about tornadoes, Jack. Have you ever played City Skylines?
I have. I
Have
own
you,
it.
have you ever? Oh yeah. Have you ever played the Disaster DLC?
No, I don't own any of the DLC.
Okay. Because it's essentially like, I think it's gonna happen. Just Cause 4 is gonna be great, but there's gonna be just too many tornadoes, and it's just gonna because they get excited about, oh look, we made a tornado. It's gonna, and they're gonna okay, and they're gonna try to make everybody look at the tornado, and
Uh,
that
Probably
that's-
not. I
'cause
don't
that's what
think
happens.
so.
No, but that's what happens when they implement natural disasters. Because the thing about natural disasters is they happen very
Rarely.
rarely. Yeah, they like so it's more believable to think that no natural disasters will happen during your playthrough than one would happen. And
That wouldn't be as fun, is it? We have this be like we
Yeah.
have this new feature, but the chances of you ever is seeing it is really low. It'd
But,
be
I
like
mean-
it'd be like the No Man's Sky thing.
yeah, good point.
So
I don't think
people
it should
want to
be
see
like
it.
having
probably
it too
won't.
often.
Yeah, they probably won't have it too often. They'd have it every now and then, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I
well, it,
even
I don't
even
think
then,
it'd
every
be a
now and
big
then.
thing.
Yeah, but I just hope they don't overuse it. Like, oh look, we have tornadoes.
Avalanche is a smart enough company. They probably won't.
Yeah, good point.
Then they announced free Gears of War game.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I don't care enough.
I don't know. It's just boring.
Why were pop figures involved?
Yeah, and then they had a Funko Pop game.
Funko Pop.
Why?
Can you guys hear this noise? This noise I'm making, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear that very
Oh,
loudly.
Sorry.
Please
What
don't
is
use that.
that?
What is
I'm
it?
making. I put the top of a pudding of like a chocolate mousse thing.
You
I
can-
put that in my pencil in my metal pencil holder, and I'm shaking it.
But why?
Why?
Good point. Good point.
Well, anyway,
Okay.
the last
Okay,
game.
moving
Actually,
on.
no. Well, actually, we could ignore the 20.28. We'll go on to the last game, which was Cyberpunk 2077. It's finally.
Witcher 3.
Yeah,
CD Project Square.
they
Wait, no, fuck.
are finally giving us constant updates on it every time, and it's the best thing. So they're
Yeah.
so it's being it'll probably be released very soon because gameplay has kind of been revealed, and I have a lot of notes on this.
Yes.
So it will be a first-person shooter RPG type game,
Okay.
Yes.
which they went. Okay, if you don't like first-person shooters, don't worry, because it's more focused on the RPG part.
Okay.
It takes place in an oppressive dystopia in a city between San Francisco and Los Angeles, I believe.
Because every cyberpunk story has to be dystopian.
Oh yeah,
Because
otherwise
writing
it
can't be
makes-
created.
Guys, kind of looks like a cyberpunk version of Detroit Become Human.
There is a character creator,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so you can create your own character, but I think they have a set name, which is
Okay.
just
Mm.
the letter
Red.
V.
Why was the password? What was red? What did red have to do with it? Because in the
Oh,
hacky
CD
thing.
Projekt Red.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oscar, did you not? Well, what? Really?
Yeah, I just thought that was the name of the character.
No, the
Okay.
name of the character is called V.
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 Like V for Vendetta.
Yes. People were worried there would be set classes so that you get like at the beginning of the game you choose a class
Yeah.
and then you continue on with that class. No.
What?
You start off with no classes and throughout you level up and choose maybe a stat from each of the classes so that you have your own sort of combination. So it's
That's
a
cool.
kind of fluid progression.
I mean,
There will be the same amount of detail in all the levels and the world as The Witcher 3. I also believe it's supposed to be much larger than The Witcher 3.
yeah. I mean, hopefully it should be more detailed than The Witcher 3 because it came out like 5 years after it.
Well, yeah, I believe they said that it will be their most ambitious project yet.
That's because it's probably like the third project yet. It's not
Well,
really that's still
Their
a great
first
title.
project.
Third.
Third.
Number fourth. Witcher 1, Witcher 2, Witcher 3, Cyberpunk.
Pretty sure
CD
they were.
Project Red is the fourth project.
Yeah. And let
Alright.
me Google what they did.
Then I wrote down. I did
Oh, and
write,
they also made the Gwent. Never mind then.
yeah, I wrote down weapon variety.
Fifth project.
I wrote down weapon variety. I can't remember why.
I'm guessing there's a lot of weapon variety.
It's weapon variety. I believe there's weapon variety in the type of guns you have. I believe each gun does something different, and each of them are special in a way. I think I can't remember exactly.
Hmm.
But I believe there are melee weapons. Although they didn't really dwell on it, it's more based on guns.
Yes.
And then finally, there are vehicles.
A bit worrying.
There are vehicles, so you have cars, motorcycles, and they haven't confirmed this yet, but there will most likely be flyable cars.
Fireball.
No,
Flying
like
cars.
flying cars.
Oh, I thought you said fireball.
Flyable.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
And yes, that's all I managed to get out of them.
I still have a note
What?
on the game.
Oh.
It kind of looks like they were like, what if we make a cyberpunk game? And then then they went to watch the movie Chappie, and they were like, hey, that's a style I want in my game, and they gave everyone neon mohawks.
Yeah,
I
That's the
appreciate
kind of style that it gives off, the vibe it gives off. I think
kind of
it's-
does, to be honest.
They,
Yeah, it does.
in the trailers, they did it all in daytime, because they wanted to show to people that, because usually when you see a cyberpunk world, it's always in the nighttime and it's like light city.
Yeah, yeah.
And in this one, they wanted to show what it would look like in daytime, so that's why they did it in daytime in the trailers.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
but
But
you
of
still can't
course-
deny the fact that it still looks like something from the movie Chappie.
But anything could look like it.
Yeah,
It's cyberpunk. It's not much to it.
I mean, that's like saying Star Trek looks like Star Wars because they're both sci-fi.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk
kind of
can
is.
still be. No, but my God, no!
Oh, yeah.
Do not do
Cyber-
that.
Cyberpunk has many different varieties. So does steampunk. Like you have fucking Lovecraft steampunk, then you have
Is-
proper Victorian hardcore steampunk. It's there are differences within the thing.
Okay, well, what would you describe the Chappie style?
I would say that was like proper neon punk cyberpunk because they're all rebels with mohawks and shit, but they all spray painted with fucking neon everywhere.
Can you say the same about Blade Runner?
Yeah.
No,
Blade
Blade
Runner-
Runner.
No,
No,
it was super fucking neon.
yeah,
What are you
no,
talking
but
about?
Yeah.
yeah, no, sure, but look, for example, what is it called? Something Electric Dreams. It's a TV series. I
Nope.
think. Well, it's a TV series. It's all cyberpunk, and they do cyberpunk differently there. That's all sleek, all about VR and stuff like that. Also, Ghost in the Shell. There's other ways to do cyberpunk. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it's just called Electric Dreams.
No,
it's
it's
also- It's very
It's-
fucking neon too. So
Well, actually,
the title card is neon, nothing else.
Really?
Yeah.
actually,
Okay,
it was
sure.
based on the board game.
On the
Cyberpunk
board game?
2020. So,
got you
Fun
there.
facts.
uh,
Um,
well, anyway, that was the end of Microsoft's, which was amazing.
yeah.
So, yeah, I rate that 10 out of 10.
Let me see.
Yeah.
What would you rate it? Wait, I didn't watch that. John, what are you rating?
I didn't watch it.
God damn it!
Damn it, this is the best one!
Yeah, you fucking missed the best one. You missed the Metro trailer, the one you're most excited for.
You showed me the Metro trailer though.
I did show you.
We missed the Cyberpunk 2077 reveal.
I have.
They literally just ended the thing and went, well, this is the end of it, and then like the lights shut down, and they went, oh, what the fuck? And then they released Cyberpunk 2077 trailer. That was the
Why is
coolest
my
thing.
fucking deodorant so sticky? Jesus fucking Christ.
We don't need to
We
know
don't-
what you're
we
doing
don't-
behind the
No,
mic.
no. I was just playing with it, and then I got it all over my leg by accident, and now my leg is super fucking sticky. But
We
it's
don't
okay.
need to know this.
Microsoft get 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Alright, let's go to the next.
And then in my
Bethesda.
and then in my quality over quantity thing, it got 58%.
Mm.
Which is quite the difference from EA's 10.
Yeah, but it's still not 100.
None of them got above 70.
So what you're saying is something got. There were more quality things. and more
Yeah.
quantities than me. Okay.
Like, there's a few negative points in the Microsoft thing. From like
Such as?
the Funko Pop game,
Good point.
PUBG
Touche.
on Xbox, The Division 2.
That was just a trailer. That didn't bother me at all. I was just okay. This is a game. This exists. I
Uh,
have to know that.
next came the disappointment of Bethesda.
Disappointment.
It was a disappointment.
Too many teaser trailers.
No, it was just
But by
Yeah.
trailers, you mean logos.
Yeah, it was. That's all it was. It was literally just like, ooh, music over background, moving camera, logo.
Yeah.
That like
No,
Elder
that-
Scrolls was that way, Starfield
was-
was that way, Doom was that way.
yeah. That was
That's
just
all
no.
their trailers
Doom was
were.
different. Doom was a
No,
bit
Doom,
different.
Doom was the same,
showed-
just that
they-
they had alien demon things. That's the
No,
difference.
they
Yeah.
only really did it at the end of it. The Doom was kind of different in the way that you could tell it was Doom. Starfield and Elder Scrolls, it took you until like the logo itself to realize, oh shit, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's true. But still, the teaser trailers are just really.
And
Yeah.
then, apart from that, they have Fallout 76 and mobile games.
First came Rage 2, which is
Oh yeah, that too.
co-developed by ID Software and Avalanche, I believe.
Oh,
Wait, which game is Rage?
Rage
Rage, I
2. It's
weird
like a
game,
first-person open world type game. It took them about 15 minutes to actually show us the game, because for a lot of the time
Rock Band,
they
yeah.
they got some shitty band out to play for some reason, and they went on
band.
for ages.
Oh, it was the metal band thing.
Yeah, and they just didn't really work, and no one cared. And we're like, "Can you show us the game, please? This is what we're waiting for."
Oh, Rage is like that Mad Max Cyber thing with
Yeah.
fucking giant troll fucker.
Oh
God.
Yeah.
I don't know.
apparently it had
Be gone.
interesting driving mechanics.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus
Apparently the game
Christ.
had interesting driving mechanics. Yes. And then they
Yes.
released or announced the Elder Scrolls card game.
Ah.
That was already announced, was it not?
I don't know. It was
Okay.
Does they also have a mobile Elder Scrolls game?
there were many of them. We'll get to them later.
Oh,
Okay.
Can we talk
Jesus.
about Fridge now?
Fridge.
About the fridge. I want to talk about
Adam,
the
Adam
fridge.
really wants to talk about
What?
the fridge.
We'll get to that at the 9th point.
Right,
Oh,
okay,
God.
okay, at the 9th point, you just tell me where we're there.
I mean,
I'll
this is the only
disappear.
reason Adam is in the podcast, to be honest.
Yes,
No,
this is literally the only reason.
Then there was the Elder Scrolls Online Somerset, which is still the most hilarious thing to me.
Why?
Because it's Somerset. Somerset is a location in Western England. And it's literally the most calmest people in the one of the most few most calmest people in the world. Of just hello and welcome to Somerset.
Is that what's? Oh, I hope that's what the Elder Scrolls is going to be like. You enter Somerset. Oh well, hello there, traveller.
they apparently live in the Dark Ages. Don't even have pavements.
Oh, boom, dun, dun,
Sad.
Yeah. Well, that came out, and then there was the Doom Eternal game, which was big for Jade, because it's more
Really?
Doom. Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since Stu was on Switch, Jade has been
Switch.
crazy. Switch.
Sweet.
Well,
Sweet.
sweet.
Uh,
On the Switch.
The Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. There was Doom Eternal. It looked pretty nice. And then they had Quake Champions, which is which they turned into an esports game, and then they released it for free on Steam. But like, I bet hardly anyone bought it or downloaded it. And then they had Prey DLC, which is bad because it's DLC and we don't talk about that.
But I think
Then-
that was good.
Yeah, and then they had Wolfenstein Young Blood.
Oh,
there's a new-
sister porn.
Young-
Sister, and it's gonna be
It's
porn.
called
It's gonna be
Young
so much
Blood.
fucking porn.
There's it was a co-op game, I believe. The
Yeah.
co-op Wolfenstein.
Jordan, are you okay? Jordan, are you dying?
Ah,
Are you dying? Are you okay?
I'm tired.
Okay.
Wait, what's the name of the new Wolfenstein game?
Young
Young
Blood.
Blood.
Is it the one with the two sisters?
Yeah,
I don't know,
Yes.
probably.
Oh god.
There's gonna be so much porn of it. So much weird.
Are you going to watch it?
Obviously.
Do you even need to ask that, Jack? Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They released a bunch of VR games,
Mm.
and yeah. Then we move on to Skyrim for Amazon Echo.
I'm all excited now. Have you ever
Skyrim
sat down on your couch, looked at your Switch and go, no. Look at your PlayStation and go, no. Look at your Xbox and go, no. Then look at your Alexa and go, Yes.
Dang.
Because Skyrim is coming to Alexa, baby.
Literally, everyone thought it was a joke, and then they went, "No, it's real."
Oh, it's real.
They,
It's
what the
on
fuck?
Alexa.
It's
Oh,
it's like it's like a D&D game,
Toddy
kind
boy
of,
does it
I
again.
guess. It's like a
I have a reason to use the Alexa in our attic.
You have an Alexa.
Well, my dad got it for free, and now it's in the attic. So yeah.
And then as what's it? Todd Howard goes, Fallout 76 comes again, and he releases it as online, and everyone was disappointed. And he said you could play alone, but then we find out later that
It has to be
can't-
online.
yeah, it's always online, no
Yeah.
matter what. So that's bad.
Wait,
No.
wait. Back to the Skyrim thing. I have a question.
What?
We know that the Alexa thing is real, but is the smart Samsung fridge thing real, or is that
Oh,
was
no.
that a joke?
I mean, do you think fridges are are really
No.
hardware heavy?
Yes.
It-
I know mine. I know mine is.
Fucking 8 gigabytes
none
of RAM.
of the other things other than the Amazon Echo, Skyrim for Amazon Echo itself are not real.
When your fridge specs are better than your PCs.
Uh, when your fridge has more games than your computer.
It was literally Todd Howard responding to they released
Skyrim.
Skyrim for everything, and
Yeah,
so he decided to release Skyrim again.
Hell yeah.
I'll show them.
I'll show them
Show
all.
them.
I'll
What's
show them
this,
how we can
Amazon
re-release
Echo?
this game.
What is this, Amazon Echo? Find a way to release Skyrim on that.
It's like,
That's
so are you
ridiculous.
sure? Yes. It will become a hit.
Yeah, and then there was the Fallout Shelter update, which is the shitty mobile game,
Oh, guys,
I don't care.
and it's
Guys,
just an
I mean,
update, so who cares?
guys, I made myself a friend. And they did a thing. Wait, let me just. Oh fuck no, he got decapitated. I'll update you.
I made a friend. Oh shit, he got decapitated.
I'll update you on my friend status.
I think he's
Okay.
dead.
No, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Okay, let's continue.
Then he released another mobile game called Elder Scrolls Blades,
Blade.
which
Don't
is
care.
just a Skyrim
Fruit
on
Ninja.
your phone. And
Yeah, Fruit Ninja.
no, it wasn't. No. It was literally
is.
it was literally a proper Skyrim game on your phone.
Yeah. Well,
So
it looks weird.
it looked really bad.
Well, but I mean, it is a fucking phone, but
Yeah,
I mean,
and they tried to hype it up, but it just no.
All right, let's
Uh,
just continue.
yeah, nobody.
Then the game that got me interested the most, which was Starfield. They didn't announce anything for it. They just went,
they
it's an
showed an image.
RPG game. It's a new RPG game. And then they showed space, and I went, I want an RPG in space. This is what I've been looking for all my life. And now they're making it, so then I got really excited. Yeah, and then
Yes.
Elder Scrolls 6 happened, but who cares about that? We
And
only
then
care about
nothing-
space
I mean-
RPG.
It happened, and then it left. Nothing. Saying it happened is a big statement. It exists. It will exist at some point.
Yeah, in the near future.
Okay. I also sent my little friend I made on the at the thingy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see,
Oh, right.
this man.
You've made a paper man due to.
I made a friend.
All right, let's continue.
Professional podcast buddies.
Well, that was the Bethesda conference. I rated
Candace,
6 out of 10.
I
Okay, but
rated 5 out of 10.
can my friend have a be the background for the podcast? Because I'm very proud of him.
Fine.
No.
No.
I have an idea. I have an idea. I'll put him in prison. One sec.
Okay. While
Put it
Oscar
in portrait mode, so I don't
dies.
have to edit it.
Oh no, my friend is too big. He has too big hands. This is gonna be
Okay,
good.
let's continue. Bethesda, what did you think of it, George?
I didn't watch Bethesda.
God damn it.
Did you not
I
watch
told
any
you
of it?
before I didn't watch Microsoft or Bethesda.
All right.
You missed the
sorry,
best one, and the very disappointing one.
Well,
in my-
Bethesda got a 5 out of 10 for me.
All right.
I just really dislike teaser trailers, so I hate it a lot.
In my
of
quality
teaser
of
trailers.
quantity, it got I don't know, 46.
46.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of okay if you compare it to what the rest got.
I think
with
I
its 10.
gave plus for like Starfield, Doom, Rage 2.
Yeah,
and
I
all
don't
that
think you
jazz.
shouldn't have given Starfield that much.
I
but
did no,
sure.
I did because
No, all
Space
it's done is
RPG.
create hype. They haven't done anything
Space
else.
RPG.
This is your biased hype talking. I
Space
understand that you're excited.
RPG.
Okay, fine.
Did I say this
Space
was
RPG.
supposed to be a general
don't-
review? No.
Okay, fine.
When has this
fine.
when has this ever been unbiased, Adam?
Okay, good point. But I'm just saying that we don't really know a lot about the game, do we? We saw
Go
a
away.
trailer and we know it's an RPG. That's all we know.
Well, did I say that it was supposed to be your opinion? No. That's why I wrote it down, because it's
Right.
my opinion.
That is the shittest argument I have ever heard. Let's
It-
continue. This is so dumb.
Devolver
sound like
Digital.
We sound like
Devolver
12-year-olds in a
Digi-
playground.
Devolve-
Let's continue.
Oh, fucking Devolver Digital.
Oh, yeah, that was a thing.
It was the second best. Definitely.
Second.
Yeah, definitely. It was the most entertaining thing I've ever seen in the entire E3 conference.
Someone got flamethrowered, so yes.
It was hilarious, I found. They announced 3 games, and the other 2 things they announced were jokes.
Yes.
I mean, my friend Patrick's really.
And one of the games that they released I thought was a joke until I realized it was actually real.
What?
Uh,
Scum or
Metal Wolf Chaos.
XD. That was
Oh,
I
fucking hell.
I was sure that was a joke until.
Yeah, until I looked it up and went, holy shit, it's real. Because it was hilariously funny.
It was just it was something it's something that would probably be a parody.
Yeah, well, anyway, they started off with Scum
That's the
Season 2.
I mean
I didn't know there was a season 1, so I'm very confused.
I didn't realize either. And they released that. And then they released Lootbox Coin, which is a new cryptocurrency, and I quote, is so fucking secure. And another quote, totally unregulated.
How is that a
Fancy.
good thing?
it has no current value.
No, it's I think they tweeted it has value. It's like $160. So yeah, it has value. And then they released My Friend Pedro.
Which is
Yeah,
looks
actually, they-
really
they
fucking
know.
fun.
Yeah, I've known about it for like quite a while actually. For like a few months, and then they announced it again, and I had to show to Jade that look how fun this looks, and he agreed, and then realized that it was coming out on Switch, so then he got even more excited, and then he's like, "This is a game I will buy." Then they had the Devolver Digital Entertainment System Classic, which is just
It's
a
like
painted Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it blew up or something.
yeah, that makes sense in the Devolver Digital's context.
Yeah. Then Metal Wolf Chaos XD came out, and I literally thought it was.
XD.
I literally thought it was a joke. Because their commentary over it was like a story based around mechas.
Well, isn't the story like it's the president in a mech suit fighting the vice president in a mech suit?
Yes.
I don't know. It was like
The vice president is staging a coup d'état, and the president gets in a mech himself, and he fights him.
Yeah, oh my god, it's just it shouldn't be real.
It
It
shouldn't,
looks-
but I'm glad it is.
But yet it is.
it looks hilarious. and that's why I love it. And yeah.
Okay, what was next? PC
Uh,
game.
well, I rated it 7. I rated the Evolve Digital 7 out of 10.
Okay.
But quality, quantity, Sigmagic.
50%.
Are you also counting that with the comedic aspect?
I gave it 7 out of 10 for the just pure entertainment, and the quality over quantity is for everything they announced, which
Alright,
includes
I see.
Lootbox Coin, because of course.
Do you mind if I make ramen?
Fine.
Be back then.
Okay.
Now,
No.
Square Enix, I believe.
Oh my
Oh,
god, I can finally
yes.
say something. Jesus.
Well,
Been
so
waiting
can I.
for
I
so
have
long.
I have many notes on Just Cause 4, so
Don't say so can I. You're not the one who has to stay silent for a lot of this. You're the most
you could
prepared.
you could add something as well. Yeah.
The silence
See?
is my response.
I don't have to take over everything. You could say something
No, but
as
I'm,
well.
I'm just saying you can't say, oh, I can say something about this too. Of course, we know you can. You're the one who's seen it all.
Yes, I was being prepared. Because I wanted to know what was being released. And I did.
Yes.
And I was happy at what I found.
And we're proud of you. Now let's continue. The
Now we move on
podcast.
to Tomb Raider, which had graphics deficiency disease.
Yeah, it did. It was terrible.
It had no graphics.
It looked stiff and they looked like dolls. And the gameplay they showed was not great. It was very, very much like the other Lara Croft games, so not very special or unique.
Yeah.
The only thing they added was, hey, let's smear mud on Lara, and have her adapt to the jungle. It's pretty much the only thing they added.
Yeah, so it wasn't
And the
good.
bow, I just remember the bow sound effect they added. Sounded just like a gun. pretty fun.
Like, no, it didn't make any sense.
It
'Cause,
didn't. It sounded like a gun, and it was just a bow.
Well, also from the lack of that add to the lack of graphics qualities.
Yeah, like the old Tomb Raider games.
Then Stormblood, which is an MMO, so we don't care. Dragon
We got-
Quest 11.
Yeah, because of an elusive
Actually,
age.
no, I missed one. It's Captain Spirit, but who
Stormblood,
cares? We
Jesus
spoke about
Yeah.
that. Dragon Quest 11, which very bad character designs, I have to say.
Isn't Dragon Quest based on like a really old series? Well, it's the 11th one, but I don't remember how old it is.
I don't know.
I would think so.
How old is it?
Very old, probably. The fuck is this?
86. It is very old. It's 1986. Jesus Christ.
Is Oscar
Okay.
still making ramen?
Most
Oh,
likely.
ramen takes a while to make.
Really?
Oh, fuck.
There he is.
Oh, there you go.
It's
Hello,
like
I am
summoned
back.
him.
Hello.
Uh,
More Square Enix.
Boiling water is hot, man.
Babylon's Fall. I can't
That
remember
seems
anything
interesting.
about it.
It's like a mech game as well, but it's like a dark fantasy mech game.
Wait, what? Mechs? I thought it took place in the Dark Ages.
I'm looking at pictures of
Oh,
it.
Babylon's Fall, like the weird. All we got was like a weird story thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
remember
let's see
mechs coming up.
Babylon's Fall images.
I feel like I'd remember mechs.
Like, oh, not mechs, but it's like giant armor shit. Like totally anime shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, the disappointment.
Well, anyway.
Yes.
Hey, so I'm in half an hour. Eat my.
Okay, good for you, Oscar.
You unprofessional bint.
Well, I'm.
Octopath Traveler.
Oh, is this Switch or is this?
No.
No,
this is
no,
Square
it's
Enix.
different. The Octo expansion is Nintendo.
No, but Octopath Traveler was also an.
Yeah, Octopath
It is
Traveler
a
comes up like
Nintendo.
twice.
It comes up in Nintendo and Square Enix.
Yeah, this is Octopath Traveler.
Don't have much to say about it.
I thought it looked quite interesting. despite
Yeah.
it being anime based. It had quite an interesting design to it, I found, especially with
Yeah.
its characters, movements, and combat.
Mm.
And then we, of course, we move on to Just Cause 4. We'll be here for quite a while.
Let's go, Jeff.
Alright, come on, let's
New.
Just Cause 4.
New to Just Cause 4 is grapple boosters. So remember the C4 from the last game where you could customize it and make sure and actually have boosters and then push
Yes.
things
Yes.
around.
Oh, like the rocket thing.
Yes, now they've added it to the grapple hook, and so it doesn't blow up after a few seconds. And you could customize the controls and stuff. So so it could be like you push a button down, and then if you keep the button pushed down, it will go. Or you could have it to just leave it on its own, so it would go on forever.
You sound so excited about this. Ooh, and you can do this, and you can do this. Ooh, and
Yeah. And it's not just the boosters that you could add to it. There are many other accessories that you could add. There are only like 2 that I know of, which is the boosters and the balloons. Yes, there are balloons now.
Balloon. Oh, no.
You could
Siege.
you could put a balloon on a car if you wanted to, and send the car flying up into the air.
Of course
Yes,
you
but
can.
why would you want to do that?
Well, the
Because you
thing
can-
about
because
it
you
is
can.
well, it is Just Cause.
That is a good point. That is the name of.
There's more to it. You could the balloons can follow your cursor. So if you point the cursor in a direction, the balloons will follow it in that
Ooh.
direction. Or you could point it up into the sky and they'd fly on, and you pop the balloons and you have a car smashing down into the ground. So yeah. Then there's very high customization for the gears and stuff. So you could, like as I said, you could set it to go on a timer, or like if you push a button, the balloons will ignite or whatever. Some weapons will have special abilities. So I believe I only saw one of them, which is a turret gun. So you could have a
Turret gun?
so it's
Wait,
like
is that a
turret?
gun that shoots turrets, or
Well,
a
no.
turret that is a gun?
It's a machine gun, and it has like a shield on the side, and you could either fire it as if it was a normal gun, or push a special button, and it will be released as a turret.
Ooh.
So I assume there's more than just that gun, but that's
Well-
all I've seen from now. And then there is
Now
war,
I just really want a gun that shoots turret.
Yeah, like you just
and now
shoot a turret.
and story-wise, there is a war. So you'd randomly find 2 factions just fighting against each other, which
Wait, it's the black mamba people.
the Black Hand.
Yeah, that and who
Yeah,
else is who
I don't
else?
know. They haven't released anything on the story.
Okay.
Uh,
Also, what do you think of the location? Like how it look?
I think it looks quite nice. There's 4. I mean, there's 4 biomes to it. There's 4 huge biomes. It's supposed to be the
Like,
biggest map they've made in terms of
I mean-
land mass.
what are the biomes though?
I assume it's like rainforest, desert, and so on.
Okay, okay, so they
But I
haven't
mean,
announced a biome.
they've only been allowed to show us the rainforest so far.
Okay. Yeah, because
so-
like
yeah.
I was like looking. Oh, because the rainforest alone doesn't seem too good, because Just Cause 3 had a really cool setting. It was like a very bright, colorful island archipelago
Yeah.
with like patches of forest, patches of deserty things, and just really cool looking stuff.
It-
And like it was like it had a really cool looking color scheme of like bright green and red and some
Yeah.
orange, and it was just an amazing setting, and kind of like a step down because
Well,
it was
No.
it was
Well,
just it was only green. It was only dark green.
Well, the
And-
map this time will probably be more like the Just Cause 2 one, which will have more variety in. Because the Just Cause 3 one, you only had one type of biome type thing, and that was tropical.
Yeah, that was fine.
And in Just Cause 2, I guess Just Cause 4 as well, you have multiple different settings. So in Just Cause 2, you had mountainous biome, sort of tropical biome, a desert biome, and so on. Just Cause 4 would be a bit more like that, so there's more variety to the map.
Okay.
And
Well,
yeah,
yeah, but I mean, variety. If a game has too much like variety in settings, it just kind of makes it seem like, oh, it's variety for the sake of variety. Like,
Well,
let me give an example of one of my
remember
favorite
this
games.
is a huge map.
Yeah,
So
well, like even then,
it's not gonna
because
run out.
let me give an example. Fucking what's it called? Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, right?
Yeah.
The first game had two settings: deserty and like red.
It was kind of like plants and not plants.
Yeah, plants and not plants. And it was, and there was only those were the only two settings, and it was actually huge. Like each setting had huge, and in the setting itself there was variety. There was fortress, there was dense forest, there was a bit less dense forest. So it would always be somewhere new without having to like abruptly change your settings. And in the new one, Shadow of War, there's I think there's 5 different places, and they're all super fucking different. There's caves, and then there's rainforest. There's volcano, and then there's ice place. And it's kind of just like it's a bit goofy, like fucking Mario's Different Worlds, World 5. It just kind of makes it feel like, oh, it's a game. They want to make an ice level for the sake of having an ice. And
Yeah.
when they make it too like, and then when you're in the specific biomes, everything looks the same because like that's their only quality. They're just, oh, this is just ice, so everything is only ice. There's no specific like landmarks or stuff that is interesting in the said biome.
Well, personally, I found the Just Cause 2 map way much better than Just Cause 3 map due to
Really?
the variety of it.
Well, these are different opinions, wow.
Because well, otherwise you just get one bland sort of map, and everywhere you go will look more or less the same.
Wait, so you didn't like the Just Cause 3 map?
No, I prefer the Just Cause 2 map.
Okay, that's
For
interesting.
other reasons as well, which they might, which I'm not sure, but it looks like they kind of fixed in the new game, but it's too early to tell at this point.
Mm.
Um,
Thanks, Adam.
and yeah. Well,
Hmm.
in addition to tornadoes, there are now air currents. So
Oh, so like with your wingsuit and parachute, you can.
yeah, you could be pushed by
Oh.
the air. There's like, so I guess the weather has more of has quite a large effect on the world itself.
Yeah.
Which
Which
will
is,
be
yeah, that
pretty
makes
fun.
sense. And
Yeah.
Jordan, what do you think of Just Cause 4?
I don't have an opinion.
Cool,
'Cause
thanks,
I'm not a huge fan of the series, to be honest.
No? Why
Yeah,
not?
and I'm scared to say anything because Jack knows where
Yeah,
I live and he might kill me.
No, he will kill you. It's too late anyway. You said it already, so might as well.
Jump out, Coco!
Run while you can.
There's no escape.
No, why do you why do you not? What do you think is wrong? In your
What?
opinion,
Huh?
what do you think Just Cause is wrong?
Who you
Why do I
asking?
think just called me
Oh,
or
right.
Jack?
Yeah, you.
Why is it wrong? I don't think it's wrong. It's just I don't like it.
Well,
Because it's too free for me. I need to be constrained in some way.
What?
That's why games like GTA, where there's not like too much destruction, suit me more because like I can do things that are still somewhat grounded in a sort of reality that I can still grasp by the hand.
Hmm.
Like I can't imagine people flying around with grappling hooks attached to their arms and flying around with jetpacks. It's like I can't see that ever happening.
you like uber realistic games.
Yeah.
God,
Okay.
you're like my dad.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah. So
Yeah, then came The Quiet Man, which just
We have nothing out of that. We
Oh,
got
that
Yeah.
weird edgy game.
It's
Yeah.
one deaf dude fighting people.
yeah.
There you go.
We
That's,
and we saw him
that's the
fighting for
game.
like 20 seconds. No, not even like 10 seconds.
that's all we got out of that. And
yeah.
then
He's deaf and he can fight. That's all we know.
we have Kingdom Hearts.
3 for the second time.
Yeah.
No.
What can
Wait,
we
is
say?
wait, this is Square Enix, right? Where they had like super realistic.
Huh?
Oh, this is because in the fuck, I can't say.
Nice.
God damn it, Oscar.
Yeah, in the Square Enix conference, the trailer. Wait, no, this is not Square Enix. Yeah, wait, yeah, it is. The trailer featured Jack Sparrow and other Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, that
folk.
was
It
that was
did.
Square Enix. Yeah.
Does anyone else find that weird? Like, because the characters are all anime peoples, And-
Yeah.
and then
What?
you have like humans, like I mean, the graphics were actually really good. I thought it was actually Jack Sparrow. That was actually Johnny Depp. That was acting
Same.
because it looked amazing.
So I was like,
but,
why
like,
did he
so
get him
why
into
is there-
this?
Yeah, why is anime? Why is there two breeds of anime? Why?
Two
Like,
breeds.
No, but
What?
it's like is anime
Is anime.
a different race of human being? Are they both humans? Is Johnny Depp a weird alien? I don't understand like the context. Why is Johnny Depp
Is
Look,
Johnny Depp?
Because they're
human?
portraying the Disney characters.
But it doesn't. It doesn't. Am I
Disney
the only one who's
characters are what they
bothered?
look like. I'm not bothered by because I know what they look like as Disney characters. It's Final Fantasy with Disney. That's all it is. That's what people describe Kingdom Hearts as.
Yeah.
That's because that's what it is. That's why they describe
Yes,
it that way.
it's just Final Fantasy with Disney characters in it.
But okay, if it's just me, then leave it. But I just think it looks a bit weird to have like Animu and
Are you bothered by the characters from
Like-
from what's it called, Monsters Inc. Or
because they're not human. The thing like
Now,
if you
what
have-
about Frozen? They're in that
Well-
too. Are you bothered by it?
No, 'cause-
No, what he's saying, Jordan, is that one of the characters in Kingdom's Hearts is human, you know?
Yes.
But then Johnny Depp's also
He
human.
looks like-
but one
yeah.
is anime style, one is like photorealistic kind of. So,
Yeah, so it looks like are humans photorealistic or are they like? I just don't understand the
are
context.
anime humans and regular humans the same species? Or...
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they just look different.
No, well, that's explained by Jordan. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Yes.
Well,
See
that
you
was
next-
Square Enix conference.
Yeah.
I rate it 8 out.
8 out of 10.
Merely because of Just Cause.
Yeah, it was
No,
just because of Just Cause.
of
Name
course.
one other thing.
Kingdom Hearts.
Just Cause.
Octopath Traveler.
I have never heard you
No.
talk about Kingdom Hearts. Praise Kingdom Hearts. My God.
At all. That was
Look,
I-
I'm
entirely.
fine. Look, I'm fine with you giving it 9s and a really high rating just because of Just Cause, but I want you to at least admit it.
No, I gave Kingdom Hearts a point due to it finally being released, and they actually
Yeah, I
and
would
they're
actually
actually
do-
carrying
Good
enough.
point. Good point.
Yeah, that's
'cause-
a good point.
yeah, it was fucking delayed so far.
Yeah, that's why I gave it a point.
Like, how many years has it been?
Oh,
This is the last one. About 10 years. Probably more.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
Okay.
yeah, and Square
Oh,
Enix
Ubisoft.
Square Enix rated 66%. And the
How much would I give it? I'd probably
Oh
give
yeah,
it
because Just Cause is in it.
well, no, Just Cause, as like all the other games, got only +2.
I'd give it a 6.
The the reason it has such a high percentage is because there is only one negative game in there, and otherwise everything is neutral, which as a base score it is set to 50%, and due to
What's
there
a bad game in
being
there?
Tomb Raider,
Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider is the
Okay, so
only
what's-
negative game.
Did you guys talk about Tomb Raider while I was making ramen?
Yeah.
Okay. Because let me just. Tomb Raider is Tomb Raider. It's like Indiana Jones.
But it looked
with,
terrible.
Female version. How did it look terrible? What was bad about it?
It had,
The character
it
design
had
was fucking
graphics
terrible.
deficiency disease.
What really?
Yeah, they look like shit, man.
Oscar is surprised.
They look like puppets.
Yeah, I was an on-screen Barbie doll.
Basically, it was a higher resolution form of the old Lara Croft from the old Tomb Raider games.
What?
No, it's not the same. Like,
Also,
if
it's
you look
Tomb
at just the
Raider- also, it's a
breast
new-
size, you can see the evolution of the games.
Yes.
Also, it's a new Tomb Raider. So
I mean-
yeah.
Yeah, the what was the other Tomb Raider called? The also recent Tomb Raider. That
Rise of the
wasn't
Tomb
bad.
Raider.
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider. That one wasn't awful.
It was rather forgettable.
It was a game that
All the
existed.
new Tomb Raiders aren't as good as the old one. That's why they.
They were very
get high
forgettable.
scores.
Yeah, but I also have I have something to say about the new Team Raider. Why are they so oddly gory?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the new Tomb Raiders are very oddly
I like
gory.
that.
They have a
I
lot
like the
of-
fact that
No,
they.
I'm not saying I dislike it. I
Yeah.
just say why.
Because like the originality of having a female Indiana Jones has gone off because of Uncharted. So they have like, oh, let's do something else special.
So make it gory. That's
Yeah.
gonna help.
Well, sure, it's random timing.
Why would it be gory? I guess they want to make it like in the first one, for
Edgy?
example. No, not the fact that it's edgy, but I guess make it more
It is.
immersive, maybe. Because in the first one, like I'm just gonna explain like the tamest one, which is when Lara gets stabbed through the gut with a pipe, and then she
Yes.
pulls it out and it like bleeds everywhere. It's like that's probably what it would look like in real life. It's like it wouldn't just not be there,
Yeah.
or just get like a stream of blood going down the shirt or something.
Hmm.
You get like a stream, like
yeah, spray.
spurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess they're just doing it to add realism to the game. I don't know.
Yeah, and just
Anyway,
And just because they wanted to make it 18 plus.
anyway, Ubisoft is next, and they started off with their usual dance
Oh, no.
sequence.
Oh,
of
no, no,
Just
no.
Dance.
Just Dance 2019.
Pantomime, don't hurt me and my family.
It was heresy. I found.
I love the fact that they're releasing it for the Wii. For the
Seriously?
fucking Wii, yeah.
Oh,
wait, really?
Yeah,
A Wii game?
Yeah, for yeah.
the Wii isn't even supported by Nintendo anymore.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
like
it's
the
great.
first game made for the Wii in like 3 years.
Well, it's not going on PC, but you're damn right it's going on Wii.
Don't see how. I imagine it going on Switch, though, wouldn't it?
Ubisoft
yeah,
confirms
it
Just
is,
Dance
and-
2019 for Nintendo Switch, Wii U, and Wii.
Yes, I
What
fucking
the
knew
fuck?
it. I thought I
Not
was going
Kinect?
crazy for a second.
Not Connect?
Yeah, what the fuck? Kinect is the greatest system ever.
They've always put it on Connect.
And I stand by that statement. Kinect is amazing.
They've
No,
always
fucking
put it on
trash, man.
Connect.
I guess they
Every
noticed what a
year.
fucking failure it was.
No, they've always put it on Connect every
Oh,
year, and it's
Kinect
been their
is
highest
amazing.
market
No,
point for
no,
the
no,
game ever
no.
since.
Debate time. Let's have a debate. Jordan, why do you
Yes.
think? Have you heard of the Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword?
Yes.
Now, it's a very debated topic because some people say it sucks because of the motion controls. Because Nintendo tried to make something new and make sword slashes sync up with like you slashing your Wiimote, and
Yes.
some people really complained about it because it's like, oh, it's not working. Oh, I can't go past this level because I can't do this one slash. So it's so it's yeah, it's a bit it's just in they tried to make something new and it didn't work for some people. That's what I think happened with Kinect because yeah, of course it's gonna glitch. They tried to make something that was never really attempted properly before. But when it works, when you have it properly set up, it feels so fucking cool to swing a lightsaber, kill a decapitate a droid exactly like you wanted it to. and
Are
then,
you
like,
just straight up are you just talking about the Star Wars Kinect game?
yeah, the Star Wars.
The best Connect game.
I like how he
Yeah.
also he notes down the game with a Just Dance form in it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but the Just Dance form, it was unimportant because the actual story mode was really fun.
There was
And-
one game I enjoyed on Connect, and that was the Gunstringer.
Yeah, okay.
And that
I
was
never heard of
actually
that.
generally a fun game to play on Connect.
Did you have the Star Wars game?
I did, yes.
Did you play the story mode?
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy the fuck out of it?
No.
Did you kill the Darth Maul lookalike people?
Yes.
It's
The
fun
best,
to do
my favorite
so.
part of the game was just basically swinging my hand around in an 8. That's
Yeah.
like an infinity form. That's the only thing I did for the entirety of playing
No.
the game.
Then you played it,
Then I played it wrong. I'm sorry.
bitch.
Fuck you.
Love you too. Like, just works. When it works, it just works perfectly.
Ow.
You
Like,
good?
what happened?
I smashed my finger into my desk.
Well done.
Oh no.
And yeah, maybe Han Solo music video was a bit cringy with the fucking Han Solo dancing. And Han
Okay.
Solo.
All right, let's move on because
Yeah.
we were just talking about the opening sequence from the Ubisoft press conference here.
Yeah, it was heresy. I have nothing more to say.
So, wait, can we appreciate how it took me so fucking long to like edit my little paper friend onto the flag, and then Adam just quickly just makes a new flag and overlays some text and just creates a new flag. Actually edits mine to just make his perfect. And fuck you, Adam, with your fucking fancy app or computer.
I am sorry that I'm good at this, and
Well,
No.
anyway, we're already more than halfway through all of them. All
Yeah.
of the conferences, and we get on to Beyond Good and Evil 2, which for some
Ooh, pig.
reason had Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes.
And then we found out he's a co-founder of some co-company.
Jason Gordon-Levitt, the
Joseph
dude
Gordon-Levitt.
from.
He did.
Joseph
from-
He
Gordon-Levitt.
played Robin in
Inception.
Batman.
And he
Yes,
was in
that.
Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inception.
Like, what?
Why not?
He's
I
not,
like
I like
it, Adam.
he's
I
not
like
even
that
the
he-
last star that came
I
up
stopped
here.
doing it.
Yeah, I know. But we've got the fact of why he was here, which was like the open participation thing from the public to work on Beyond Good and Evil 2, which was a cool thing because not many companies do that. They don't
Yeah.
have the public invest in the game that they're releasing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the community is essentially making the game for them. The lazy shits.
All
But yeah,
right.
well,
Like artwork and music.
yeah,
I mean, did it do that?
Yeah.
yep.
How
That's what
much?
they're
How much can you do then? Because I want to. If I can, I'll try to add some. Oscar was here. Little text somewhere.
I don't think they'd allow that. I have to say.
Make it very sneaky.
Well, no, you're not making.
Well, they
You're
have
not
to
making
check
the
it.
game. You're not making the game. You're making like artwork and stuff.
Yeah, and music, and they'll accept
Maybe-
it.
Maybe in the music, if you just slowly whisper, "Oscar is here,"
They might find that amusing, so they might put it
No.
in.
you just have to
No,
hope
I'm-
they don't notice it. And
Yeah.
just as you play the game, you go, "Oscar is here."
Oscar's here. So what the fuck? But the game looks pretty good in its pre-alpha form.
Yes. It's got space.
I mean, the graphics look amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
the main character can fly, and I'm really excited about that.
Wait,
Uh,
is the main character a pig?
no, it's
Well,
it's character
it's a girl.
creation stuff. It's supposed to like I think the pig or like wait in the first trailer they had the gorilla to represent the player character, so it could be whatever you wanted it to be.
Mm.
Uh, so then came Rainbow Six Siege update, but who cares?
Ah,
Wait,
yes.
really?
Yeah, they just
And
had
it's
some,
and it's
What did
Pro
they do? What did they
League.
they just had some new operators and stuff. Then they had Trials Rising, which
The only
Look,
thing I have to say about it is that the trailer had nice transitions. From
I think
scene
that's
to
what
scene.
everyone said as we were watching it. Everyone said that at least once.
Well, the nice transitions.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the
they
trailer,
were,
yeah.
because they were changing shots and stuff, and they wanted to put in transitions, and everyone in who was watching it said at least once, "That's nice transitions."
Okay, I didn't see it.
And
so I don't know whether.
it looked pretty fun because at the end of it they showed like a comedy sort of reel where like the bikers just smash their faces into things.
Yeah,
and
where they
it's just
fail.
hilarious.
Yeah, and just bailouts are pretty fucking cool.
Like at the beginning, I think Jade was like, "Oh, this doesn't look that fun," and then by the end of it, he was laughing.
Nice. I mean, Trials is.
Were you watching it with Jade? Because you mentioned Jade, like.
I watched.
You watched-
Did you watch this with
You
Jade?
watched almost everything. With
I
Jade.
watched from I think Microsoft to the end with Jade.
Ah, yeah, I see.
Not EA.
No,
Hey,
EA.
Jade
was
wasn't
like,
there on EA.
Yeah, Jade wasn't there for EA, but otherwise I watched all of them with Jade. Yes. Then came Division 2 again, which is
Oh,
episodic.
Ah.
Yes,
I
it's
spilled ramen all
episodic.
over myself.
Yeah.
Was
I think
that
no one,
bad. Yeah.
No, I'm assuming no one else
one's
has
got anything good to say about it.
Yeah, then we move on to Mario and Rabbids DLC, which I gave negative
about
points
Skull and
because it's still
Bones?
DLC. No, we haven't. That's next.
Mario and Rabbids.
Fuck's sake.
Mario and Rabbids DLC, which gets negative points for being DLC. So
Yeah.
And for being Mario Rabbids.
Mario and Rabbids was a very good
Marion?
game.
I
It's
despise the
fine,
rabbits.
It is a very good
it-
game, and
It is
not-
amazing.
I do not like Rayman Raving Rabbids at all.
Rayman Raving Rabbits. Great.
Fucking hated them.
Why?
but in
I
Mario
don't
and
like
Rabbids they
them.
were good because they brought out a good game for it.
Also,
Uh,
fucking. The actual
Yes, then
like,
we move
rabbits
on
are
to
just used
Skull
fucking
and
minions.
Bones.
Ooh. Someone wanted to use the ship engine they used for
Skull and
for
Bones.
Assassin's Creed.
Skull and Bones was supposed to be good, and then they announced that it was an online type thing.
Yeah, and
Well,
I'm disappointed.
that-
That's how it fell. Yeah, it's like a
I was really hyped for it. I was like, oh my god, it's a ship, it's a fucking pirate game. That's not Sea of Thieves. I'm like, yeah, cool.
it's Twitch.
I'm probably never gonna be
combat.
able to play it.
It's
yeah,
Twitch It's like Twitch combat of like, you just fight against other players. So it's
Yeah. We knew about that before.
yeah, we did.
They said that.
They said that last time, but
Yeah.
they announced it again.
I know,
then
it looks fun.
Came
Both pirate captains.
Transference, which the only thing I remember was that Elijah Wood came out. It was
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's that horror game.
very interesting.
What's with the AAA actors always going to the?
I don't
fucking
know. They
games?
they actually developed the game.
It feels weird. to
I
see
know.
that
They're
now.
like, we have a company that develops this game.
It's also been a while since I've seen Elijah Wood. I was like, wait, why is he here now?
It's
Yes.
very
pretty
very
enjoyable.
strange.
It's a VR horror game, right?
I don't even know. I completely forgot about it. Wasn't it the robot one?
Is it?
What?
Was it? Actually, I have to look up.
Yes.
Oh, so it was.
Yes. I mean, ramen is pretty good, but if you ask for my opinion, I think they should give you instructions on how to make them because I often boil my water a bit too much and it tastes weird.
But are you talking about your ramen?
Psychological thriller.
Oh yeah, I remember this. It was the with the weird Jack Black looking guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing that looks like a horror game, but it's not.
I'm pretty sure it's a horror game.
It's a psychological thriller, it says.
I'm pretty sure it's more than that.
Pretty sure it's more than a horror game.
Yes, then we move on to Starlink, which had a weird.
Yes. Can I talk
reveal.
about this? I want to talk about this.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say it's Skylanders No Man's Sky Edition.
Oh,
Ugh.
is it the weird? Is it the weird? It's a ship thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was semi-interested in it because it's space, and I heard good things about it.
Oh,
And then I'll let Adam go on.
yeah. Okay. Basically, let's describe what happened. I looked at this. Oh, space game. That looks cool. Didn't know much about it. So for me, it looked mediocre. And then something happened that blew everyone away. A
Yes.
little furry person showed up. Star Fox in Starlink, baby.
Yes.
But only for
blew
Switch
my
version.
mind. I don't care. I am a happy boy now.
Wait, is this Skylanders thing gonna happen for Switch version?
Uh,
Can you do the weird Skylanders thing with the
I don't
Switch?
know. Probably.
Okay. 'Cause it only
Uh,
seems to be on the
Then Miyamoto came out for some reason, and like they just gave him a huge spaceship, and then they left to the stage. He didn't say anything. They just gave him a spaceship and went, "All right, go on, leave."
And it seemed like he was going to throw it as well.
Can
Yeah.
I talk about Starlink? I wouldn't even want to talk about Starlink.
Fine,
It's
go on.
Cute. No, that was what Adam said. I just found it cute.
Look, I don't have many things to talk about, so when there is something you guys bring up that I know I'm excited about.
For
not gonna
Honor
ask.
DLC,
DLC, let's skip
Yeah.
that.
The Crew 2.
The Crew 2.
What was it?
Ooh, I was kind of
Planes.
excited for it because planes. Yes, planes are in it. That's why I'm excited.
That's the only difference from the Crew 1 and 2. Is just planes.
Oh shit,
And
wait.
boats.
And
Yeah,
boats.
I never played the cruise.
Me neither. I was excited for the Crew 1 when it originally came out because like
Did you play the
It-
crew one?
no, I didn't.
I did.
I didn't, but I was excited of it because it was like we've mapped the entire United States. And I went, holy shit, that's a map I want to drive on.
Really?
And then I realized it wasn't as good as people said. I went, oh.
It was rather small.
Well, they said like it takes 2 hours to go cross map, which
Jesus.
which to me was pretty impressive,
It is.
especially from maps and stuff. So
Yeah.
I was kind of excited
Alright.
for it. Oh yeah, then we have Assassin's Creed Greece.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey 2.
Yeah,
How could they fuck up Assassin's Creed so bad?
they
Su-
did not.
What do you mean they fucked up?
They did
doesn't
not.
look-
Oh, this is no longer Assassin's Creed.
It looked great. I thought.
No, I
It
think
looks good.
it works
Like-
because they did the Egyptian thing and they kind of
Yeah.
went away from assassins and so it kind of
It
works if
looked
you
good,
go.
but it's no longer got the fucking Assassin's Creed feel to it anymore.
Well, that's
Well,
that's why everyone.
yeah.
That's why everyone liked Black Flag more than anything else because there was less assassins.
Yeah, like I mean, they've given up on the actual Assassin's Creed feel of it at this
Yeah.
point. I think.
Now it's just basically RPG with Assassin's Creed slapped on it to
I,
get money out of it.
that's why I enjoyed it.
But that's what everything after Black Flag was just that.
Syndicate was still good.
Syndicate was. It was.
I only
It was
liked
The only
Charles
good thing
Darwin
about
in
the
Syndicate.
only good thing about Syndicate was the UK.
No, the
Yeah.
banter between Charles Dickens and Charles Darwin. Now you
Oh.
tell that Dickens, that fool. That was great.
Yeah.
But grappling hooks was also a good thing in that game.
It
And-
was just a cop out to the cool climbing mechanic.
You complained about grappling hooks in Just Cause. Don't bring this up.
Wait, I
Shut up!
complained.
Shut up!
Yes, but
Jordan
Did-
complained.
there's something about Assassin's Creed that really pisses me off because they have teased Celtic Assassin's Creed and it looked great. They have teased that
Wait, when did
before.
they use that?
Like no, it's not even like a teaser trailer or something. It's like they give little nitbits like on Twitter and shit like about what if it wasn't Celtic? Well, they've been doing this for years, and it's people have made fan art of Celtic Assassin's Creed, but they still don't fucking do it, and it really pisses me off.
What
But
I
then
want,
again, I don't play Assassin's Creed, so I don't care.
what I want from Assassin's Creed is for them to turn the Assassin's Creed Chronicles game, the Soviet Union one. I want them to
It's an
turn that
actual
into a
game.
full game. Yeah, and I'd play that forever.
yeah.
It is.
No,
It will
Wasn't
be.
wasn't the Soviet Union game a DS game, a two-dimensional DS game?
Yeah. That's
Why
why.
don't you want a full version of that, like a three-dimensional actually Soviet Russian game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know.
Yeah. That
I
I
just-
want that.
I
It
want
would
to go
just-
back. I want to go back to Odyssey
Yeah.
Okay.
and
ahead.
just say one thing about it.
Mario.
Another thing about it, which is, why the fuck are there actual superpowers in it now? Why
What do
is
you mean?
the main character, whoever you may choose,
Yeah.
has the ability to go like into a like activate the spear's special power, because it belonged to Leonidas.
It's
like,
an-
Oh,
it's
yeah,
ancient
yeah,
Greece.
from
They're
that now.
following mythology and stuff.
But John, remember how you said, oh, that they're not doing it Assassin's Creed? That it's not Assassin's Creed. Like the whole point of the first 2-3 games was that they're trying to recover like Apple of Eden or weird biblical artifacts that have superpowers. Like one of the best, like the actual staple in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or whatever, the one with Ezio, ends with fucking alien gods going. You
Two
are...
Brotherhood Revelations.
Yeah, that
Eagle
one.
vision.
Yeah, Eagle. Like,
Yeah, Eagle
and
Vision.
why-
as well.
Yes,
just
that's like
alien
the one
gods going-
superpower they have. They don't have like, hey, I have a spear. Let me see if I can turn myself into a massive fucking rage person.
It's
feel
mythology.
like-
I have
They're
rage
following.
mode now.
They're following mythological gods.
Yeah, I'm fine with
So
mythological
yeah,
gods.
I'm okay with that. I thought it looked quite interesting.
I already had that from God of War.
Because I thought it looked quite interesting because I like the
Yeah.
idea of a new RPG game. And I wasn't so
You always
inspired
like
by
the
it.
idea of an RPG.
I wasn't so
No, I
inspired
like
by
them.
it from the beginning, until I realized that they brought back boats.
Boats. Oh yeah, shit. There's
Yeah.
boats in this one.
And now they look like Viking boats, so it's even cooler.
Wait, Viking boats
Oh.
in ancient Greece?
Well, like
You
they
mean
look
long
they look like Viking boats, and so you
I
know.
mean,
No,
like,
see,
we-
that's why I want a fucking Celtic game, because then you get to fight Vikings and shit, and then you get to fight Vikings on their boats and on other boats. See, I've been dreaming about this for too long.
But the thing is, like, they brought boats back, but like, I fucking hope they make the boats really clunky to drive, because that was the whole point of the fucking
Well,
Greek-Roman boats. They only had they had square sails, so they could literally only go in the direction of the wind.
Well, I think in this one, instead of a steering wheel, you have like oars. Just you have people just with oars
Oh, yeah,
and stuff
oars, yeah.
rowing it.
Or you had to like actually
Yeah.
fucking have slaves row you across the.
I think
fucking
that's
thing.
how it's gonna go.
Okay.
And I thought it looked
Right.
quite interesting with the RPG style as well.
Yeah.
And the combat looked way more interesting than any of the other Assassin's Creed, because before it was just spam a button and you'd kill someone and multiple other people. And this one, it looks more focused and more in depth than anything else.
That's like the only thing I can say that's actually good about the new Assassin's Creed games.
I thought it looked quite fun. And yeah,
Mhm.
that brings us to the end of the Ubisoft conference.
Wait,
We'll
did
talk
we
to
talk?
Ubisoft.
No, did we talk about Beyond Good and Evil? Did I miss
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did that
okay.
right at
Got
the
it.
beginning. There was a second game.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
I blanked out there.
Oh,
Okay.
That's literally you were secretly fucking talking to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I rate that 5 out of.
Fuck's sake!
I rate it 5 out of 10.
5.
I'll rate it 6 out of 10, mainly because I was very excited by Beyond Good and Evil and Starling.
Okay.
I'll rate it a weird Skylander amiibo out of 10.
Okay.
All right, next. let's go.
37% as well. And then we move on
Okay.
to the PC Gaming Show, and we'll be here forever because it's
Oh.
the biggest of them
Oh,
all.
indie game.
Okay, let's skip all the Battle Royale games because
There weren't too many of them.
There were like
were
2 or 3 of
16.
them. There were not.
they literally entered with the thing saying we have 16
No, they.
Battle Royale games.
They had like 3.
Yeah, there weren't many in this.
All right, let's just go.
But number
I
1.
have 6 games I really want to talk about.
First comes
Sablo?
Satisfactory.
That's
Yes,
that,
it will
FPS
satisfy my
Oh.
need for industry.
It's
It's
FPS.
a-
Adam, have you not
Factorio.
played Factorio?
Yeah, it's
What?
first-person Factorio.
I have.
Forget Factorio. man.
No, I like the idea of a first-person Factorio a lot more than I like Factorio.
Factorio is a great game.
Yeah,
There is no competition to it.
yeah. Well, I mean, I would kind of compare it almost to Minecraft in the way that you just expand. Kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of that as a kid.
Except it's even more dangerous because big aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Satisfactory was first-person Factorio, and
Ooh, there's
uh,
gonna be more Warframe stuff.
shut up. We'll get to that later.
Shut up. We don't
Shut up,
care.
we'll get to that.
Then came NeoCab, which was
It's
some weird.
it's a mystery cab game,
I
mystery
didn't
taxi
like it.
driving
Yeah.
game.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, it looked like one of those dating sims, like art style kind
Yeah.
of 2D
Yeah.
art style. Yeah, I didn't like the look of it, at least.
And then came Mavericks, which is a battle royale game. So we skip that.
1,000-man
Yeah,
battle
that's-
royale game.
The Forgotten
really?
City.
Yes. I don't remember anything about that. I didn't read anything for it.
I wrote its
Forgotten
name down,
City?
and I remember it trying to be some weird, really weird story. So yeah, Star Control.
Yes, you'd be really into this game, though.
It's
Like, I
by-
could
it's-
see you.
It is by it's by the developer that creates my favorite space games, or the publisher that
Aye.
creates my favorite space games.
La, la, la,
Well, it
la.
looks very interesting, and it looks really interesting, and it might actually get
Yeah.
me into that type of
I
game.
was quite excited. Stardock do a lot of amazing space games or space strategy games. That you should.
Oh shit! Wait, did we say Sinking City?
Forgotten City.
That's literally
Sinking City is
that's
next.
three.
No, it's not.
3 games next. In-
Sorry, I'm confused. I
Well-
thought you said it.
No, we said the Forgotten City.
Oh.
Stardock make a lot of good space strategy games, and I recommend you invest yourself in them.
Alright, got it.
Especially Sins of a Solar Empire, then you could play with me.
All the game you tried to get me,
Please.
the game you tried to make me get, and I didn't have enough money for
I
it.
bought I bought it for Lucas, and we played it once.
Oh.
And then then we move on to Hunt Showdown, which is the first-person horror hunting game.
Hunt Showdown.
Wait, Hunt Showdown was out for a while though.
It was.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
actually.
So I don't got much to say about it.
Archangel Hellfire.
It's Mac PvP game. Basically,
Alright.
it's Titanfall, but
Alright,
you're not a pilot, you're just a mech.
Okay. Then we get to Sinking City.
Yeah.
Oh, Sinking City, oh.
Lovecraftian.
I haven't.
I s-
It looks
Well-
really cool.
Well, yeah, I think Kate would love it. She loves Lovecraft.
I feel like that's all we've said this whole time. It just looks really cool. This looks really
Well,
cool.
yeah. Well, we can't say much about Sinking. They didn't really show gameplay about it, did they?
We can't say much
Mm.
about anything.
Yeah, we haven't played any of these games. So
We
that's
just-
all we can do.
I
Yeah.
just love the fact of the Sinking City having a sanity aspect in it.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay.
I get it. Okay, I see. I thought it was an actual game, Jordan. The Dragon Warrior.
Okay, let's continue. Then.
Warframe update.
I mean, I don't know. I don't play Warframe anymore, but
Sega,
It doesn't matter. It's just an update.
Sega
Yeah, but-
converted some Dreamcast games to the PC. It's pretty nice.
Shenmue!
Yakuza 0.
Yakuza Kiwami / or Yakuza 0. I want to buy a Yakuza game. I haven't had one before.
Okay.
Really
Alright.
interesting.
Killing Floor 2 updates.
Let's just skip the updates.
Road Redemption. That was already pretty nice on its own.
Yeah, that was.
Maneater, which is an open world shark game.
It's a
Oh,
shark
yeah.
PG.
Oh yeah, I
a
heard
Shark
of it.
PG.
Yeah, and you play as the shark.
Yes, you play as
Yeah,
a shark and you level up the shark.
But it sounds amazing. Like just the
It's-
yeah.
concept and
It sounds
and-
amazing.
It's Jaws, the
Well-
first-person game.
Yeah, it's,
First person.
I can't wait.
Morningstar.
Some indie game. I can't remember its name, but I think it was like a weird static cartoon fighting game.
What?
I can't remember its
Are
name.
you,
Morningstar is a post-cyberpunk farming
No,
sim.
not that one. There was another game before it. I don't remember its
Overwhelmed?
name. No, there was another one before those two. I cannot remember its name.
I
It was
have
some-
no idea.
Static. It was some static combat game.
Mm.
I'll guess
Static
we'll never
cartoon
know.
combat game, and I don't remember its name, so I just wrote some indie game.
Let's just
Yes.
continue.
You
And
know
then
what's
came
fun?
Morningstar, which was the weird farming game.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't understand that.
and then
but-
came Overwhelm, which
Fucking
looked quite
Overwhelm
interesting.
looks great.
Okay, I'll just leave then, I guess.
Wait,
Oh.
wait, what?
Wait,
No, I'm
why
kidding. I'm
even-
kidding. I'm just not saying anything because I don't know anything because I didn't watch this thing, so I'm just silent to them.
Well, that's because you suck
Yeah,
ass,
no,
but
no, no, I was joking. I was joking.
alright.
Uh,
But Overwhelm looks bloody. I want that so badly. It looks
I
great.
like. I've looked at it at first and thought it looked quite interesting. Then it looked a bit on Steam, and my interest kind of dropped a little bit because I was
Okay.
like, "This is going to be. This probably won't be as good as I expected it to be."
Hmm.
Night Call. Wasn't that
Night Call.
Wasn't that? Oh, alright. It's literally NeoCab again,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you don't play as a woman this time. You play as a dude.
and it has a
It's
better
a-
design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
Wait,
came.
did we just miss Stormland?
Oh yeah, we
No.
did.
Oh, do we?
Did we
Yeah.
mention Sable?
That comes
Jurassic.
out.
no,
we
that
also
comes
missed.
later,
We also
and I'm
missed
very
the
excited
Jurassic
for that.
World game. Of course.
Oh, Jurassic.
Oh, yeah.
Jurassic. Oh, I that's the one game I saw.
That's the city
Does
builder,
it have-
but it's
Does it have Chris Pratt in it?
Jurassic. I don't know.
No, I don't think
Probably.
so.
0 out of 10.
I haven't
Can't
played it,
remember.
so I wouldn't know. It's already out if anyone wants it. Stormland, which is the weird robot VR game.
Made by Insomniac Games.
Okay.
Oh,
If I, huh?
Insomniac.
Yeah, Insomniac.
Ooh.
But it's VR. I will play it if it wasn't VR, sadly.
I mean, Insomniac.
But it's VR.
Sable.
Fucking hell yeah!
Yeah, Sable looks fun.
It
I
looks. I fucking love the look of it.
It looks
like-
amazing.
And it looks like a fucking old retro game somehow. That it just looks.
Yes, it looks
Yes, it's
interesting.
3D.
It looks interesting, but have we seen anything from any real pull points to it?
No.
Exactly.
Y-
We
I
don't know
get
what
to-
the gameplay will be like.
But
all
I
we've
get to
seen is
pod
someone
race
walk.
in a desert.
But
Shut
as a
up.
human
No,
being,
you've
it is
seen someone
alright.
drive that weird ship. You haven't seen anyone
I
else
know.
in like, a racing.
You
game.
know, Sable reminds me so much of Journey.
Yeah,
Journey?
it doesn't. It does the same as me, and like, but Journey didn't have gameplay. Either, really.
What the fuck was Journey? It rings a bell, but can't remember it exactly.
It's like that weird like desert person who has like who goes on a journey to the top of a mountain, and throughout his journey he collects pieces of a scarf.
Oh.
Oh
was
yeah,
Was it a mobile game by any chance?
No,
No.
yeah.
No.
I know what you're
no, it
talking
was a
about.
console and PC game, I think.
Can't
Yeah.
remember that then.
Then came
Yeah,
Listen to the soundtrack; it's fucking amazing.
Then came Star Citizen, which I just hate their ship practices.
Why?
Because it's like, because you don't pay for the game, you pay for the ships, and like ships can be really
Oh.
expensive. There's like, I don't know, it's like a Corvette type ship, and it's like 200 euros of
Jesus
real money.
Christ. That's way too much.
And it's like
Like-
and then other players can blow up your ship, and then you have to buy a
Oh.
new ship.
Is there any way you can buy it with in-game? Or is
No,
that impossible? No? Oh god.
No, that just sounds terrible.
That's a failure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a good game.
then there was Genesis Alpha 1.
Don't remember. that
I
one
do not
at
remember
all.
what that is.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I can't remember it either.
That's a great sign for a game, isn't it? That you can't remember how it looks like.
It was some weird space.
Space
Shooting game?
first-person shooter. Yeah.
Deep ship builder and fast first-person action.
All right, it was.
Okay.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's just being weird.
Then we
Mm.
have Don't Starve Hamlet. which is
Wait,
just a new Don't Starve game.
Yeah,
okay.
And except
it looks
it,
fine.
you have like towns and stuff now, and it's you could buy stuff in towns, which I guess kind of ruins the survival aspect of it.
Yeah, it's-
Uh,
you can't starve if you live in an urban environment.
yeah, and then there's Just Cause 4 again.
We're not going to talk about it.
We've
Well,
already
I-
talked about it for too long.
Adam,
Not
question,
too
how do
long.
you
It
know-
was long enough.
What's the question,
Adam,
Oscar?
question, how do you know about all these indie games if you haven't watched the conference?
Oh, I went through every single game trailer they released.
Uh, okay.
Walking Dead by Overkill.
I'm somewhat excited because they made Payday.
Payday?
Yeah, Payday was a bit.
It was
Payday?
okay. And it's
Payday.
been a while since an actual good Walking Dead game was released. And I
Hey.
just want to see if they can make a good one.
And then Walking Dead Season 3.
No.
Which is
Hey,
just,
my
too
day.
Then there was Noita, which was a
Noita.
Potato.
which was a platformer which had very
Chicken fillet.
which like piqued my interest a lot because it had a weird special abilities and you could destroy the world and it had
Aubergine.
interesting
Oh, yeah, that,
physics
yeah.
and even despite it having pixel graphics.
Hmm.
Then there was
Payday.
the game
2 Point
inspired by FEMA Hospital, 2 Point Hospital.
I am. It looks like so much fun.
You cut out during that, but okay.
Damn it!
I think I get what you want. Then came
Yeah.
Fortnite Paladins Edition.
Round Royale.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, the three of us are fans of this game too, and
Mm.
the game that's based off of it.
Oh, hey, talk
Not
about
me.
Paladins. I think we should.
I feel like we shouldn't.
Let's just finish E3.
I want to talk about Paladins.
No, we're not going to talk about Paladin.
Then came Ooblets.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
That did not strike up anything with me, honestly. I was like,
neither.
no,
Looks-
not interested
Holy
at all.
shit! It's been like 2 hours.
Well, yeah,
yes,
more
yeah.
shit to
it
talk
has.
about.
I mean,
I'm supposed to play a
they've
game.
got like 2 more conferences after this, so and pretty closely.
We have Nintendo and what else?
So
Oh,
Sony.
Nintendo. That's what I'm gonna be in.
That's yeah. So
Uh,
I forgot
then-
about Sony.
Anno
Sony was useless.
then Anno
1800.
1800s, which looked quite interesting actually. I found it was a
My butt hurts.
both a city builder and a strategy game at the same time.
Yes.
Wait, what was the name of it?
Anno
1800?
1800.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, that does look nice.
There were a few Anno games, but this
Mhm.
is probably the
Yeah.
first decade to
I
pique more interest to me.
yes,
They
it
call
has
me
big.
Oscar background noise.
Then we have Rapture
Fuck off,
Rejects, which is the Cyanide
Yes.
and Happiness Battle Royale game.
Yes, I am very excited. I
Which
don't
is-
care if it's Battle Royale. It's literally just
Yeah.
Fallout plus Don't Starve plus Online plus Cartoon.
It was the only
Yes.
Battle Royale I
wait.
didn't give negative points to.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
Cyanide and Happiness. You can't.
It like just from the trailer alone, I realized it was gonna be funny.
I mean, they still lost me at Battle Royale though. It's like
Yeah, I realized I wasn't gonna buy it either at that point. And then
Yeah.
we have Hitman 2.
oh yes, Hitman 2. I can say something. It's gonna have a co-op mode, which is good.
No, I don't think it's
No,
it's good.
Hitman
It's-
is like all about the solitary play. I
Yeah.
find.
Like imagine that's not.
Also, I think for the
No, big boy speaking now.
also I think for the co-op mode, if only,
I haven't played something. I haven't played anything in an hour. It's all about finding inventive and ways to kill your target. And
With a coconut.
fuck you, Jordan. And just, I think it's going to be very fun in co-op because, like,
Well,
you can.
Oscar
Like-
thought I think the co-op bit is only for the sniper assassin bit.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you want to co-op, you
Never
have to pre-order the
mind.
game for the special game. Hitman
Never
2 is
mind.
going to be pretty much the same as Hitman 1. It's just they're going to add more
Yeah.
levels and stuff.
yeah.
It
So,
was
yeah, so,
basically
yeah.
it was basically going to be season 2, as they said from before Square Enix dropped them.
Yeah. Do we know what the maps are going to be? The new maps? Because
We only
I think
know
that's
Miami,
one of the best.
which
What?
we only know Miami for now.
Okay.
Which reminds me of Sapienza, which was definitely the best map from the last game.
Yeah. Happens.
Uh,
This fucking cunt just made a rainbow dragon and
Fuck off with
Duel Links.
Yu-Gi-Oh! This is on the podcast, god damn it.
Rainbow dragon.
Oscar.
I rate
Why?
the PC gaming show 8 out of 10.
8.
8 out of 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. It was
I
okay.
gave it an 8.
It got
I'll give
59%
it-
as well.
I'll give it an 8 as well.
It got
Okay.
59% as well.
59.
Then we move
Is
on
it-
to Sony, and it starts in a church.
Gustavo!
Sony and the fucking banjo man.
They start
Gustavo the Banjo
in
Man!
Sony with a banjo, and at the beginning of this, I had one hope: Banjo Kazooie.
Banjo Kazooie. Holy shit, this is gonna be Banjo Kazooie.
I had one hope throughout the entire conference. I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
Banjo Kazooie, and I came out extremely disappointed.
Yeah.
Did not
Sadly.
show up.
Yeah.
Well, they
Well-
started off with a banjo, and that was to bring out The Last of Us 2.
Yeah. And if you think they're making a lot of porn for Wolfenstein, damn right
Oh,
they're making a lot of porn
yeah.
for Last of Us.
Damn
Definite-
SAW is putting lesbians in my game.
Yeah,
Nah,
Damn.
but-
that wasn't very good. No.
I guess people are excited who liked Last of Us 1. I don't know. I didn't play Last of Us 1.
I
so
did.
wouldn't
I
know.
enjoyed it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Well,
I enjoyed
I like the idea of seeing what she does now that she's grown up and how she fends on
I've
her own.
heard of an opinion from most people, and they said I hated Last of Us. Why?
Really?
Overrated. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Is
I
it-
guess.
Is that what Kofi
if-
said that while watching?
No, I've heard other people say that overrated.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Oh, well.
I don't know. I think it's interesting concept, because throughout the entire first Last of Us, she was kind of like an escort mission most of the time.
Yeah.
You could see her that way, and now she's not. She's grown up. Now she's the main character.
And I want
Yeah,
to
so
see what
it's-
happens to Joel. The father
Joel.
figure.
Wait, Joel's
Yeah.
your dad, right?
Father figure.
Yeah, the father
He-
figure.
He's old and grumpy now.
He was
Okay.
grumpy in the first game.
And he was old
Good
in the
point.
first game.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next game. What was it? Ghost
Ghost of
of...
Tsushima.
No.
Yes,
Call
what
of
was it?
Duty.
Well,
Oh!
Ah!
Call of Duty exists.
It doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Well, it's still
What is
there.
this? Fuck's sake! I don't want to consider that game a game at all.
Well, you
Well, it
can't
is,
have
but-
to.
Can't we just...
It isn't
okay,
a
so-
Telltale game, so you cannot say that. For
All
We
right,
all
all
know
right,
that
all
Call
right.
of Duty isn't real.
All right.
Wow.
Then we have
Like-
Destiny 2 DLC. So
Ugh.
yeah,
We said no DLC.
we
Yeah, but you can
well,
still refer to
men-
it.
yeah, I'm
Doesn't have to
gonna
talk about
mention.
it.
I'm just gonna mention its name since it's written on my list anyway.
Okay.
Then we get Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima. I'm excited. Or as Jack calls
Yeah.
it, he calls it Uncharted with swords.
That,
Do I?
that's it?
Yes, he called it Uncharted.
Okay,
Isn't-
maybe I didn't. It didn't have
He
any.
called it Japanese Uncharted.
It didn't have any pulling points for me.
To me,
That's-
it's,
it's
to me, it was-
ching-chong.
it's nice looking game. It's got samurais in it,
Yeah.
and it's got
Yeah,
swords in it.
that's...
And that's the pulling points for me. And I'm really excited because it also has climbing mechanics, and I'm really happy for it.
It also
just-
has edgy anime modes, which Jordan also loves, so.
It's got edgy anime moments. Perfect game for Jordan.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying that you're edgy, I'm just saying that edgy anime.
Well, I
Maybe.
kind of like it because it's kind of Japanese bio. Because like most open world games now, they're like all in these big European like fields and woodland, and it's nice to see like
Yeah. Ow.
like the Japanese biome, because like for example in the trailer there's a point where he's running through a field of these lovely looking flowers with
Yeah,
flowers, and it's
yeah.
really lovely.
Yeah, but the
But except-
fighting in that game also looks amazing. It looks actually,
I
it looks fun to me.
Well, yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea, I would say.
I guess.
The Japanese team is going to put a lot of people off, but
Yeah, it is. But
what you gonna do? Next game, let's go.
Control.
Yeah, shit, Control
Control.
looks so crazy.
it looks
Well,
crazy.
I want it so badly.
It
What's
looks fun.
Control?
I think
Like it's a girl who has superpowers, and that's basically all we can
Oh,
gather.
the weird like VR
I can't
thing.
even remember from it. Oh, that.
No, it's not.
It's not- it's not VR.
It's
no,
like,
it's like no, I know it's not. It's a normal game, but it's like she's in a virtual reality. That's like the plot, right?
I
I
don't
think
know.
so. I
It
don't
looks-
know.
No,
It's
no.
basically she has these psychic powers, and it looks absolutely fucking
And she has
crazy.
a gun that like constantly changes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
it-
remember that now.
It
That's pretty tame.
it came out of nowhere, and it looked. You don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
you know you want to try it.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
It
well,
looks
Adam and I have the
interesting.
same opinion.
Yeah, I stand by it.
Yes, I agree
I
with
didn't.
your
I
opinion.
couldn't gather enough information about it to be interested in it.
That's fair.
Alright, that's fine.
Then
The
comes
next game.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, it's a remake.
We've
I
seen
Yes.
don't know. I don't have an opinion on it.
Leon Kennedy is reintroduced.
Tropha
as a
saves
cop.
Oh
the
yeah,
universe.
Leon.
Tropha saves the universe is next, and it's the Rick and Morty game.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
by the people
Oh,
who made.
the-
Is it?
make
It's
Rick and Morty.
VR, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another Rick and Morty.
I thought it looked quite nice. Well, fun,
Yeah,
funny.
it's fine. It's just Rick and Morty fandom. It's
Well,
Yeah,
I don't.
idea,
I don't
but
think Rick and Morty fans are gonna be in. They're gonna buy it just because it's made by the same people who make Rick and Morty. Like some
I
people,
don't
because
know.
people would be more dedicated to Rick and Morty itself than the game,
yeah. True.
and that's why the community probably won't be as bad.
Well, let's just continue then.
Kingdom Hearts 3 again. There's still no sound effects. Then they move on to Death Stranding, which is the most
Hideo Kojima.
confusing thing.
Norman Reedus eats a baby.
It was the
Why
most.
does Norman Reedus eat a baby? Nobody knows why Norman Reedus eats a baby, but Norman Reedus eats a baby.
It was one of the most. It was a psychological experiment for me. I did not understand. I have never
I
been.
don't like it. It looks.
I never
really,
thought a horror
really-
game could scare me in the trailer.
Wait, it scared you? What scared you?
Yeah.
Like the weird.
It was
Like
really
everything.
weird.
The only thing that I was just really fucked that was weird is the fucking like the point where the lady, the Galadriel chick, eats the fucking thingy.
No, you know what actually put me off the most
Well,
was the fact that like Norman Reedus had a baby
yeah,
like attached to his body,
but then
and he had like a
eats it.
sensor going on. It's like, what the fuck does this mean? I don't know what the hell this means, and I'm
I-
confused. And I don't like it.
It scared
No,
me.
but the fucking,
I
but
don't
like
it.
the fucking eating, like the eating graphics look so weird because she had weird shadows in her cheekbones.
It's not even that. It's the sound. It's
Yeah,
just
oh
no
God.
other sound except the chewing and the crunching of bone.
Yeah, I watched a video about E3, like the one Oscar sent, and
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, oh God, no, not this again.
Like,
Yeah.
it's,
God,
no,
it's
the
just-
sound was fine. Like
No, it's
it's
so
just-
off-putting.
the animation was just weird. Like the fucking, like you see the cheekbones.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she
Yeah.
has shadows in her cheeks for like the mid part of the munch, where the part when you chew and you open your mouth a bit, like you widen your jaw. Like she just gets shadows on her cheeks, which make no sense physically, so it just looks really weird. That was the worst part. It's like the weird animation error, not even error, just weird like lighting, I guess.
I think
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima's plans was to confuse the people watching it so much that they
Yes.
want to buy it and understand what the
Understand
fuck they
what-
just saw.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, why does Norman Reedus see the baby? That's present
I don't
things
know.
as to why.
You'll have to
Reedus
find
sees
that
the
out when you
baby.
buy the game.
I
All right.
I can't wait to come back to this years later and go and look at the trailer and go, oh, that makes
That's
sense
why
now.
Norman Reedus hates a baby. No,
Exactly.
But
I'm just gonna come back to this in 2 years.
Why does
What?
Norman Reedus eat a baby?
Well, first of
Yeah,
all, I
let's
have to
find
build
that
up the courage to play this terrifying game.
I'll
Alright.
play it for you.
What's your theory, Adam?
My theory is
Yeah.
babies are delicious, therefore he eats baby.
Good.
All
Oscar,
right.
Adam,
Oscar,
right off the
Oscar,
start.
Oscar,
Yeah.
I've said this plenty of times, but eat the placenta and gain the baby's
His
powers.
powers.
Alright,
Yeah, we-
let's just continue. We're
No, I wanna
dwelling on
say-
this for too long.
Norman.
Alright, fine.
Oh, wait, okay, Norman. You aren't. What the fuck? Why are you not going on about the part that Norman Reedus eats a baby?
Because everyone eats a baby now and then. It's fine. Let's just
God, it's
continue.
normal.
Neo.
You find that out
2.
later.
I didn't play one.
I didn't play
I
the
don't
first
know
one.
what it is. It's just samurai sing.
I
That's
think
all
so.
it is to me.
For me, the first vibe I got from it was Darksiders, but I know that's not it. It's an
So-
RPG.
Oh, yeah, that exists.
I just don't know what it is.
Let me have Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Got
It
not much to say
looks-
about it. It's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man. I've always enjoyed Spider-Man games, but it just looks like it's the Batman games. It's just Batman.
It's Batman, but Spider-Man vision.
Yeah, it's literally just the Batman Arkham, but you slap Spider-Man's face onto Batman. But yeah, it looks fine. I like webbing around in cities, and that's
That's why I
always fun to
enjoyed.
do
That's
in
why I enjoyed
games.
Spider-Man 3 so much because you can
Yeah.
just really.
Exactly. So I'm not going to complain about a Spider-Man game, and if it's using the combat system from Batman that work and that are well implemented, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm honestly fine with that.
I'm absolutely fine with it as well.
All right.
All right.
3 out of 10.
Wait, we still have one more game.
No, we don't.
No,
We're finished.
we don't. We have
Yeah, no,
Spider-Man.
it's like
that's
the-
it.
No, you have like the fucking
Huh?
the PC VR thingamajig.
What?
What?
What are you
Oh,
talking
no,
about?
it's like there was like this VR thingamajig. No? Did no
No.
one see it? Wait, let me
No.
see if I could find
Adam,
the video.
You're suffering from what's it called? Mandela effect. You're actually from
Mandela
a different
effect?
time. You're from a different.
All right, wait, like PC VR. Continue. I'll find it at some point.
Well,
Oh.
3 out of 10 anyway.
7 out of 10.
What? That's unbelievably high for
Because-
Sony.
All
Yeah,
because
sorry.
I enjoyed Resident Evil. I'm looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima. I enjoyed Last of Us, the first one.
Found the video.
And I'm looking forward to Kingdom Hearts. Death Stranding is very confusing, but that just makes me want to play it. And I just like Spider-Man.
Okay. I thought it was one of the worst of all of them.
Oh, it was one of the worst. You had to go through like half of it was just filler music thing.
Yeah, and like for the beginning, they had to move people from the church, so
Yeah.
that took like
Yeah, they had
Two
to have a little
announcements.
panel for like 10 minutes to.
2 announcements, of which both of them were pretty shit.
Yep.
Yep.
And then they started off with more music.
Yep.
And that just went on forever, and it just never ended. Yeah, so.
Oh, it's that. Oh, I know what you're on about, Adam. Alright.
Thank you. I'm not mad. It's like
Uh,
this. They're like they were.
Yeah.
Talking about how they're innovating VR with their thing.
Yeah, I just didn't pay attention because it was VR. And I was like,
Yeah,
ugh.
and also it looks boring as shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
and that's why it only gets a 3 out of 10 for me, because the VR thing at that ruined it.
yeah.
Anyway, we continue to the next topic.
Last one.
Well, 27% now as well. Then
yeah.
we move on to Nintendo.
Yes!
Yay!
No,
Okay.
3 out of us 4 have cheered for it.
Well, yeah. Jack ain't the biggest.
Oscar left.
Oscar's dead. Oh well. Okay,
I wrote-
let's talk.
I wrote,
Let's
um,
talk Nintendo.
like
Can I
It was
talk
too
to
much.
a lot of the
Yes, you
a
can
lot
talk
of the
Nintendo.
last
Yeah,
a lot of the
Nintendo.
last game was just, in my notes is just a lot of capitalization of just
Okay.
what the fuck.
No, my turn. Big-
Nintendo.
Daemon X
Nintendo.
Machina
No.
is the
Nintendo.
first
So
game.
first thing, Nintendo released a bunch of fucking indie games on the Switch with an amazing marketing technique. Like, for example, Adam, you know me. You know I fucking love Hollow Knight. And
Yes, I know.
I also have a Switch. And then Nintendo announced Hollow Knight for Switch, and I was, holy fuck, I can't wait for this. And then they fucking just said, oh yeah, it's also out now. So I jumped to my fucking Switch to try and buy it immediately. Of course, I didn't have it because I was punished because exams. But still, the marketing technique of just fucking releasing it instantly and then just like
Did that
releasing
for
a
Unravel
beloved.
though?
Yes, no,
And
but
did we mention Oscar likes Hollow Knight?
I do like that.
Yes, you put the soundtrack on whenever you can.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as when they announced Unravel 2 was released, because there wasn't a guy in the audience screaming, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me.
You were
No,
there at that one moment in time.
No, fucking. It's just like It was a great moment. It was like, holy fuck, Nintendo have marketed this an amazing way. And I went to the fucking Nintendo subreddit and see like how many like it is #1 in the top selling charts right now because of how well they actually sold it. And they
Yeah.
also announced a bunch of other games that nobody cares about. Yeah, Fortnite, Paladins, baby games.
Minecraft.
Yeah, gay baby game.
Oh, no, Lost Swagger, no.
No, yeah, but then the big boy, then the fucking the beast of a man,
Yeah.
and then it's new Smash. I mean, it's a new Smash.
Wait,
They added
maybe
a-
we should start from the beginning.
We
'cause
should,
we've
yeah,
Yeah,
we
got-
should
let's
go
start
chronologically.
right to the
We're
end.
just letting Oscar go off on a tangent
Yeah,
here.
Oscar, you're going a bit crazy.
So first of all, there was Daemon X Machina, which is a mech fighting game. Yeah.
Not much to say about it.
So, I'm still
Uh,
reacting to Oscar.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC. We'll skip that. Pokemon Blank and Blank. What's
Oh
that?
no!
Well,
Okay.
Let's go Pikachu or let's go Eevee.
Yeah. So this is basically new Pokemon for the Switch, and they're like, "Hey, what if we connect it to Pokemon Go?" And it's terrible. You know how a lot of people broke their TVs with the Wii because they like accidentally
Yeah.
hit the TV screen with their Wii.
Now they
remotes?
have a
Now they've
Pokeball.
they've literally made a ball you throw at the screen, and they it's like they haven't learned their lesson.
No, they haven't.
My God.
Yeah.
But
And then
yeah,
they
I'm
have-
not looking forward to it.
And then they had the new Super Mario Party, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, it actually
Connect
it
the
actually,
switches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like,
that actually looks nice. It looks good.
but the only interesting stuff for it, you require 2 switches for. Which
Yeah, I guess, but
not everyone has.
Yeah, that is true. But I still. Well, the thing is, they had a concept. They made their concepts. They went with it. Okay, it's still a good
Yeah.
idea.
And then
But anyway,
there was some anime game.
Fire Emblem.
Fire. I am that. Like I saw
Wait.
the trailer for the new Fire Emblem, and it made me very excited. And
Hey,
it's
wasn't that the
convinced
one
me
where
to
they
start.
were? Wait, wasn't that the one with like Fire Emblem X, this blank, or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
So they
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't really write down what there was because I didn't understand what the fuck was happening on my screen.
The thing is, the trailers made me so excited because I've never played Fire Emblem. I was never interested,
Yeah,
but it's
same.
actually made me excited enough to start playing the original Fire Emblem and like actually start playing Fire Emblem. That is what it's done, and I'm really happy.
Oscar, what's happening?
Can I talk about Smash now?
No,
No, we're not there yet.
wait, give us a second.
we've gone to Fortnite. We've
No,
only
let's
just
skip
gotten to Fortnite. Let me have
Okay.
Overcooked 2.
Ooh, Overcooked 2. Okay, wait. Can I talk about Fortnite for a sec? The game sucks. But okay. So we all know the game is actually trash. But the fucking song they play at the trailer has been in my head for so fucking long, and I've grown attached to it, and I fucking hate Fortnite. It's a gay baby game, and it's just the song they play, and now they have the weird YouTube ads. I'm like, I have to skip it. I don't want to give Fortnite money. And it's like, no, the song is good. It's a good part. and
Every Fortnite
in
money.
turmoil.
That's not how advertising works.
That is how advertising works.
No,
They reel me
the
in,
money
catch
goes
these
to the
songs.
people on the YouTube channels you watch.
I know, that's why I meant.
In
Like, I don't
return,
wanna-
Fortnite gets publicity.
Yeah, but I don't want Fortnite to feel proud of themselves for making a good song. I don't want them to fucking make me suffer more. So, like, it's just I don't know what to do because it's just the turmoil inside of me is
Damn
just,
it, they made a good product.
they made no,
bastards.
not a fucking good product. It's a good
They
actually
good.
song.
They found a good way to
Yeah,
get
no,
the product.
when I
known.
said good product, I meant the song.
Yeah. Those fucking sneaky cunts.
Alright, but that was Overcooked 2, which is I'm looking forward to. This and
I've played the first one
first
once.
one was a great game. I loved it, and now they've
I
made
only
the
played
second
it
one.
once with Oscar.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that was fun.
it's way better than just one play. It
Did you
is
guys,
a really good
did you
game.
guys talk about Paladins?
No.
No,
No.
Okay.
It-
No,
it-
we'll
it
get-
hasn't
Anyway, let's go.
come up. Killer Queen
Come
Black.
down. Killer Queen!
Killer Queen.
Thou art
Alright.
so-
I can't even remember what it was.
I don't either.
Oh, it was about bees.
Oh,
It wasn't. It wasn't. The only thing memorable was.
and
It
then we've come to the game that Oscar's already mentioned, Hollow Knight. We'll skip that because Oscar's already spoken about it.
Wait, let's do more than
Octopath
five.
Traveler again. That we've already spoken about that. Then they released a bunch of games, but it was too fast, so I couldn't write all of them down.
Yeah, I didn't even try.
I only remember
Fuck you,
seeing
Adam.
Minecraft, so that's what I got down.
What did I do? Why did you say fuck you, Adam?
Look at the fucking music control panel.
And then
I tried
we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which
Okay, no.
for sake.
So Smash Bros. Right? This fucking Hideo Kojima lookalike comes up. It's like, yeah, I made Kirby and this. And no big deal. I'm gonna make this game now. And this game is the big game. And then like they start with fucking no bullshit. Just show all the fucking characters.
They
Except for the
spent
like.
ages on it. It went on forever.
Did you? Oh, that's
No.
because you don't care about it,
Yeah,
Jack.
exactly.
This is a
It
big
went
moment
on
for a Smash
forever.
fan.
They revealed every
there's-
single move, customization, and everything
No, they
for the
did not.
characters. It went on for.
They left out about
half
30
an hour.
characters.
It went on
Yes,
for
right.
half an hour of just
Yeah.
here's a
Dude,
character and his
you
move.
just spent like 20 minutes talking about Just Cause 4.
Yeah.
Give us this, goddammit!
No, this is the trailer.
Yeah.
This is
No,
the reveal.
The
That's what
trailer,
I'm
it
angry
was
at.
great. It was great because they knew this is a game. Oh, everybody's been waiting for, and they knew that like they placed one of the new characters like at very cool at like intervals so that you would get excited for each one, and you wouldn't lose excitement because there was one more thing just before, and they just kept the excitement going by Snake is back, this is back, everyone is back. Also,
Yeah, I
new
know,
characters,
yeah.
Inkling, new character Daisy, and fucking Ridley, fucking kills Mega Man,
And
steers
kills
Mario.
yeah, and Mario, and fucking it's like I killed your parents, and then killed Samus, and it's a good game, good 10 out of 10. I haven't played it yet, but 10 out of 10.
Yes, I do have a question about the dog. You know the Echo characters. You know you
Yes.
have Pit, and then you have his
Dark.
Echo, Dark Pit, which changes the moveset slightly. But then I have a question. Dr. Mario is a separate character.
Yeah.
Why isn't he just an echo of Mario?
Because he has he has very different
Is
like
it?
poses. Yeah, because like in normal Mario, he jumps, he does jumpy thing. Dr.
Yes.
Mario does pills, he like moves pills around.
Alright,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Alright, then. Also, no, there's something I'm worried about for Smash because they said they made a streamlined unlocking character system. Now, is this like you start with an original roster and then you unlock more characters, but there's
Yeah.
so many characters here. Like, how large is the original roster?
Well, like there's like over 64 characters, so I mean,
Because if you have to get like half the roster, that's a lot.
but like it's they said they're gonna make it a way so it's fluid and dynamic, and you don't have to do too long. You just gradually unlock them, and it shouldn't. They said it shouldn't take too long.
Yes, that's
So-
true. Well, we won't know until it's out yet.
Yeah.
My biggest complaint about Smash in general is Cooking Mama isn't a playable character, and it pisses me off.
You want Cooking Mama?
Fuck yes.
Adam.
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
except
Add
for
special
that, it
DLC.
all looks good. Yeah, special DLC. But except for that, it looks all good. I'm also excited because Ridley has his Robot Ridley skin, which looks really cool. But yeah.
Fucking the worst, but also like the saddest part is just like it says everyone is here. And there's no Waluigi. That-
Waluigi's still just a trophy.
You know what? I was actually thinking they should have added a new character, another character into Smash, and
Who?
that's Chibi Robo.
Chibi-Robo? He's a skippy thing. You know,
Yeah, wait, he's a trophy assist.
Yeah.
They should have made him a real character, like Waluigi, but they should have made Chibi Robo an
They should
actual.
have made so many people. Waluigi. It's just he just got fucking left. Daisy got in, but not Waluigi, and that just Daisy's just Peach's unliked version, and they don't put Wario's unliked version. Well, Wario's much more liked version because, like in Mario Tennis, they showed how much they actually. Yeah, we know you love Waluigi because he's a fucking romantic Super Smashy thing, but it don't add him in. And it just
Yeah, it was
makes
very
it sad.
disappointing.
This is a Smash Bros. Game, so we need to ask ourselves: will Melee fans be satisfied?
Well, yeah,
Like-
I think so because like they added all of the Melee characters. They added
Yes.
it like summarizes up to be like the culmination of all other Smash, which yeah, probably, hopefully.
Well, no, because Melee fans, they liked the fact Melee. Let's be honest, Melee has a lot of glitches, and they like to abuse these glitches. And these glitches are not going to exist in this Smash, so they're still not going to be satisfied because they
Well, I
won't
mean-
be able to get away with the stuff they can with Melee. You know?
What do they expect? Like if they expect to get for the fucking creators to add glitches, then that's a bit. Then you have to ask that you're doing something.
Yeah, I see. But anyway, we've talked about Smash for too long. Let's continue.
Yeah, Sheik's new design in Super Smash Bros. Is based on the Sheikah armor you can get in Breath of the Wild. Also,
I see.
3 links. 3
Yeah.
links. 4 if you count Link's Ultimates.
Yeah,
Which is-
Link, Young Link, and Toon Link.
Yeah, and Breath of the Wild.
And
So
that
the-
was E3.
Sure,
And with
no,
the-
What
Nintendo. Don't take Nintendo away from me.
Just
But what
ended.
about the Octo expansion?
But
What?
no,
No, what?
we care.
you just finished.
Oh, okay. Well, it's done
Do you
now.
care about the Ultimate expansion, Adam? Why do you care? about
Yes.
I don't know. I just do. It looked cool. Okay.
it? Okay, go over it then, Adam. Why do you think the Ultimate expansion is going to be good?
No, the podcast is over.
Yeah,
Is it
and
over?
it's time to end.
It's not over yet, Adam.
Oh, it's
It
not
is.
over yet. I'm very confused.
It is because we're
Guys,
yeah
let it end.
we've been going on. It's
Ah.
almost been like 3.5 hours. We've gone.
Yes, this is a Lord of the Rings movie now. Come on.
All right,
Not even
okay.
that. It's been like 2.5. But yeah,
No, it's 2.5.
we
Alright.
should end this now. This has
Alright.
been the E3 special.
All right. Bye.
Oh.
We just
After-
talked about games you already saw.
Well, that's the point. We didn't prepare
Yeah.
anything. We didn't prepare
I didn't,
anything
he
to
did.
usual, so we just reviewed the entirety of E3 and all
Yeah.
that came with it.
All
And
right.
this has been
We are excited for everything.
and this has been the E3 special. That's time to leave, and we will leave
Uh,
now.
Bye.
Bye.